Welcome everyone to another edition of Suplexes and Shea Butter. I'm Tanya and I'm here with Tyler and Claudia is supposed to join us a little bit later. But happy Valentine's Day, first of all, to those who celebrate. Happy Valentine's Day, Tyler.
Fuck love. Happy Valentine's Day.
And this week coming up is the Elimination Chamber.
Man,
So
oh my God. Let me tell you, somebody said Elimination Chamber was so that was like, for real?
yeah, a lot of
Baby,
people
y'all
was
need
like,
to cut out some of these damn pay-per-views. Space them out, some girl. Oh my God. Shit, we just get through the damn Royal Rumble?
yeah, but
Got a
I think
damn
it's
Royal
gonna be a
Rumble
minute.
last week. Shit.
I don't know, like they usually don't have two pay-per-views in between WrestleMania, but they do this year.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy as hell. Like, I legit did not know. I was like, oh, damn, that came up hella quick.
It
I
it
kind
did.
of, I mean, for the people that like that, that's cool. But for me, it's like, I don't know, because it's like, it feel like you rushing through shit. You rushing through storylines and shit. Like, it's like, it feel like that to me. I feel like that's what's happening right now with some of these feuds. So that's why I'm not digging it like that. But, you know, it is what it is.
Okay, well let's talk about before Claudia gets here and we give predictions. I know you want to I know you want to talk about mm, Becky getting taken out of the match and replaced with Charlotte this past Monday.
I don't give a fuck. Shit, she'll be alright. Hell. And for the motherfuckers that's mad, y'all just letting Vince know he ain't lost his touch on not a goddamn thing when it come to working you bitches. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Shit. He knew exactly what the hell he was doing. And I am loving Charlotte right now. I really am.
Yeah, listen, she been killing it.
I mean, she is exactly what I tweeted about a few weeks ago about not apologizing for being who you are, what you are, trying to be dominant, wanting to be successful. Like, don't apologize for that shit. The fuck? Because if you hoes was in my situation, in my shoes, you would not turn down the opportunities that I have been getting. Get the fuck out of here with your high morality asses. Fuck out of here. It's bullshit. Who don't want to be successful? Who don't want to dominate their division? My plan was to become a Hall of Famer when I stepped in that fucking ring like everybody else. And because I am that, I'm being hated for it. Suck my dick. And that's Charlotte right now. And people, and it's getting to the point, no, she is not Roman Reigns, but calling her Roman Reigns is not a fucking insult.
It's
It's
not.
not.
They stupid.
Booking wise, she's not Roman Reigns. Hell, Roman Reigns ain't Charlotte, booking wise. But at the same time, despite his booking, Roman Reigns has accomplished a lot. Despite his booking, he was still able to make money for the company, to become the top guy. So her being Roman Reigns is not an insult. You bitches sound stupid at this point. And I'm glad that she owning that shit. Like, yes, the fuck I am Roman Reigns. So what about it? What the fuck you gonna do? Not damn bang, but sit on your damn phone and bitch and moan and continue to have to do shit about it. You can bitch till you turn blue in the face.
Check it out. There's one person, his tweet I saw, I don't know if you saw it, but he was like, he said Vince killed Owen Hart
Oh yeah, I saw that.
and framed Chris Benoit.
Yeah, I saw that.
So of course he would do this to Becky, and I'm like,
At this point, when you
nigga,
tweet
what
shit
is
at this
what
point
is
when
you
you tweet,
smoking?
yeah, if you tweet shit like that, at this point you need to stop watching wrestling because you became too attached to it. You think
You
it's
know
too
what?
motherfucking real. Like, you need to
To
start
me,
watching wrestling. You need to start
To me,
watching.
it seemed like a bot tweeted that, and it's got to be some anti WWE bots
Oh, it's
because
a lot of them around,
it's got to be.
and a good portion of them ain't
Of
bots.
course, it's pro WWE bots, but the anti WWE bots are crazy because I refuse to believe a human being sat down and thought of this because I think you murdered one person and then participated and covered up the murder of three people. This fake story, like it don't. Who is?
I mean, it's just the shit is really not that deep. Like, it's not that fucking serious. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. It's
I'm the type
entertainment.
of person who don't like want to tell nobody, hey, you're getting work. But if you're mad, another person was like,
Exactly.
it's somebody.
Exactly.
Another person was like, they want Charlotte to get heat, and this is hate, and that's a different. And I'm like, nigga, you tweeting about it. This you doing what they want. They did not want people to be like, yes, finally, Charlotte's been at it. They wanted people to be mad about it. They want you to
Exactly.
get passionately upset about it.
And I said too, I said, we're talking about it. That's what they want. We're talking about it. Same thing with the Royal Rumble with Roman Reigns. One Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble, but the fact that Roman came out at 30, he was the number one. He was trending number one all because he came out at number 30. He lost the fucking Royal Rumble, but he was trending all because of it, even though Randy won. So it's like,
That was to distract people from the fact that Randy Orton was winning, and
but
it
the thing
worked.
is, but it kind of backfired on Randy a little bit because he wasn't the talking point. Roman was. Roman was trending because of that shit. So it's like sometimes it works for some wrestlers, sometimes it don't. It doesn't. So for Randy, it didn't work for him because he wasn't talked about. Roman was. Becky, in this instance, Becky and Charlotte was talked about, so it was kind of like balance, if you get what I'm saying. But so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I mean, I kind of wanted Charlotte added because it was getting to the point where I was like, this shit's starting to suck. So we need somebody that can go toe to toe with Charlotte on the mic. As far as, I mean, with Becky on the mic,
Well,
as
you
far
just
as I'm concerned, Charlotte, and it's more female wrestlers that can do it
so
because I'm sure Carmella
you
can do
didn't
it. I'm
like
sure
the
Naomi
way.
can do it.
So
But
you saying you didn't like Ronda's approach to Becky
here's the thing: I'm a
because
fan
I
of
liked
Ronda.
it.
No, she's getting
I was
no
really
like
fine with it
yeah. Here's the
with
thing.
both of them actually.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I felt like what Wanda has been saying now, I feel like she should have been saying and acting in the beginning.
Okay.
And it's like I just felt like that's how she should have been acting in the beginning. And then I also feel like adding the authority didn't need to be added to this.
The what? The McMahons? You talking about
Yeah,
them?
they didn't need to be added to
Yeah,
this.
because I was about to ask you how did you feel? Yeah, to me it just seems like they give them any excuse to be in the main story, and people really did want to see Becky and Ronda fight each other. And the crowd was hype on that. When their first confrontation, it was hype. And I feel like people think that they got to be added to the most important thing to make it even more important. But
No,
like,
they want them added so they can keep comparing her ass to fucking Stone Cold. And Stone Cold dumbass gonna talk about she is a version of me. No, the fuck she isn't. Not in this fucking era. The shit that you did in Attitude Era, she can't even fucking do. So no, she's not you. And I know I shouldn't question that because it's coming from him. He's been in the business or whatever, but I just don't fucking see it. But no, the McMahons didn't need to be added to this. But some and the thing is now people want Shari to be added now, which is very interesting. I said why I'm starting to like Charlotte. Maybe because she's a heel. I don't know, but I don't know if people wanting Charlotte to be able to have something to do with Becky. I don't know, but it's interesting. I would say that.
Charlotte has been playing it well. Her promo was amazing. Her going on Twitter.
She's going after everybody.
I
Like,
mean, and just literally bodying these fools.
is she going after rest of the journeys? And then you got Biggs talking about, I don't know if it's planned to go after rest of the journeys. I'm like, first of all, fuck y'all, okay? Y'all motherfuckers irrelevant. And yeah, it probably is that the rest is getting tired of y'all writing shit that is not true.
You know
It
what
don't
it
make no
is?
fucking sense.
It's open season on them because all of them so openly seem to be on the side of
AEW.
AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and don't get me wrong, some of the stuff they doing, some of the decisions they made, I think it's pretty cool, and I would like to see. And I don't want to see nobody fail, but it seems like they're rooting for AEW because they want WWE to fail in some type
Mm-hmm.
of way.
Mm-hmm.
And I
That's
just don't
exactly what it is.
understand that the this company succeeding is going to help more wrestlers overall. And I just hope they all get their coins and they all get a chance to shine and show their talent. It is like it don't need to be this street gang wars. I ain't getting no money from neither one of these companies, so I'm not
Mm-hmm.
finna go hard for that hard for neither. Some of these people on both sides need to calm down, take a
Yeah.
deep breath.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It is only gonna get worse the more and more stuff that happens.
And that's why I'm not really, entertaining motherfuckers that come and mentions about AEW this, AEW that, because you're getting blocked. I'm not fucking arguing with you because I don't watch other indie wrestling companies anyway, because I just don't give a fuck. That's just me. I like WWE. That's just me. But the journalists, they actually be showing that they probably on their fucking payroll. And it's like,
Well,
how the fuck can you be a
Dave
journalist
Meltzer
and you're
practically
that?
worked for him.
I mean, how can you be a fucking journalist if you're that damn biased? Like, what the fuck? Just be a W. Just talk about AEW. Don't fucking talk about WWE no more. Don't talk about it no more. But you're gonna keep doing it because they are what's giving you fucking clicks. And I'm pretty sure when AEW does get up and running, you're still gonna fucking talk about WWE. So
It's weird.
it's stupid.
I
So I ain't
just
finna entertain the shit.
and then the stuff that happened with them yesterday about somebody asking them, "Hey, can you address these fans that's making these homophobic and transphobic comments about your talent?" And then Cody Rhodes jumped out the window and at first and was like, "Oh, we don't have to acknowledge them, and why would we give them energy?" I'm like, "Cause these are people that's gonna be coming to your shows, and your gay
Basking.
fans want to know that they're gonna be safe, and
Yes.
they're not gonna hear people chanting shit like, I'm not gonna say them words, but you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They don't want to hear people chanting derogatory things, and they
Yeah.
want to feel comfortable at the show.
Yeah.
So I think Cody and the Bucks need to realize people not just gonna be looking at you as wrestlers no more. You're executives now.
Yeah.
You don't see Triple H tweeting back and forth responses with fans about things they disagree with. You don't even
Yeah.
see Stephanie doing that. So they gonna have really in social media. I feel like they're gonna
Tone
have
it
to
down.
move different. Yeah, they're gonna have to move differently unless they promoting a specific match or an angle. They need to just keep it PG and have them some a PR person to answer all these questions.
Basically, eventually, they're gonna do what WWE doing as far as the fans go. You ain't gonna be able to please everybody, and
But
you ain't gonna be able to just do whatever
I
the
don't
fuck
know
you
why
want to do.
people acting like this ain't. this is gonna be some free independent. This is backed by an NFL owner.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I said fans,
And them
and I'm thinking, I'm
motherfuckers,
I'm thinking, I'm laughing, thinking, I'm like, fans are gonna be very disappointed.
they
They're gonna
are.
be so disappointed.
They are.
You got executives at Cody Rose at the Bucks. When
I
this get up
really
and
don't
running, when
think
they get their TV shows and shit, the things that you think they're gonna be able to do, they're not gonna be able to do. Penis druids?
no.
Oh, you're not gonna be seeing that no more.
They're not. You not finna get. I don't care unless it's late at night, obscure, where ain't nobody gonna see it, or unless they end up landing on the alternative show or a channel like HBO or Showtime, which is highly doubtful.
Yeah, you ain't finna be
You're
able to
not
see that
finna
shit.
get away with Joey Ryan's act
Uh-uh.
on cable. Even on cable TV, somebody constantly grabbing this man's crotch is not gonna happen.
It's
You
not.
are you already have to deal with these idiots who gonna be mad because you got a gay wrestler and you got a transsexual or a transgender. I'm sorry, wrestler in the women's division. You already gonna have to deal with that off top.
Yeah.
And some of them comments, I saw they match. They got a triple threat match with her in it, and most of the comments, some people were like, "Oh, those were off here." No, most of the comments under there were talking about her gender.
Yeah.
Most of them.
That's why I said fans. I said fans be so quick to disappoint themselves with these damn high expectations. This is a new show, a new company. Better lower them shits. Better lower it. Or you're gonna be
But
disappointed.
I do think they are making the fact that they actually did go out and go on a limb and just not just a gay wrestler. The dude is openly flamboyantly gay in his whole act and everything. So I was like, okay, so we're gonna see how people react to that. But I've seen some of his work and he got swag out like he got swag out this world. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Should be interesting.
It should be. But I was just reading about the Justice Smollett. Police said that they never said it was staged. These are people jumping to conclusions.
Mm. I'm not surprised by that either.
Right.
But just in case.
I'm listen. It's wrong if he was attacked. Period. But
Mm-hmm.
it's mighty funny to me how when a marginalized person something happens to them, people are so quick to not believe them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And which we can segue to talking about since this also happened today. Jimmy Uso and Naomi, from what I read, because this started on TMZ, the same place that broke Justice story. So
Mm-hmm.
like in TMZ, Trump supporters. So okay, what they said was that Naomi was driving the wrong way down a one-way street. She got
Mm-hmm.
pulled over. The officer said the car reeked of booze. Asked her to step out. So somehow Jimmy just got irate, took his shirt and his jacket off, and squared up with the police like he was gonna fight him. The police officer had his taser, but he
Yeah.
didn't tase him.
Yeah, he
Apparently,
didn't. Yeah, he
he
didn't use it.
Jimmy eventually complied and was arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, okay, we black now, and Naomi's black, and I bet you your bottom dollar, whoever that cop was, I don't care if the cop was black, that if that cop did not know who Jimmy Uso was, he thought Jimmy was black too.
Yeah, I said on my Twitter, I said, look, I said, yes, we know the Usos are Samoan. Roman Reigns is Samoan. The Noah clan is Samoan. But to white people,
They're
they are
black.
black. Yeah, they are black.
They're black.
They are black.
So
So I mean, yeah, they Samoans, but some of these Samoans do be acting black because they hang around black people.
Now,
They're
okay,
their own race, but
this is me with the police, and I every day I can go avoid talking to the police is a great day. And I just don't, I need to know more to the story before I go defending or saying somebody's wrong.
yeah, yeah.
The thing I want to question is, what were they doing in Detroit?
Mhm.
Why couldn't they stay? If Jimmy was drunk enough to fight a cop, because he does work for a billion-dollar corporation in a very lucrative position. So he's angry enough and drunk enough to fight a cop, like in an unfamiliar place. And I'm not saying Naomi was drunk. I'm saying she was in a place she wasn't familiar with a drunk person driving. Why were they out there? Like, I'm now I know it's not right to, they should be able to, she should be able to, especially if she's not drunk, she should be able to drive her drunk husband and get lost and not have no altercation and none of that. She should be able to. But this is America we talking about here. And with the president that we got and the encouragement that he's giving the police, he basically told them you should beat these brown up folks up more. I'm just saying, what was they doing out there? They could have been safer, and I hope it's a lesson learned because like that could have went left real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, and then I also understand. Like,
Like
I'm
Uber
pretty
exists,
sure,
you can hire to drive. Like I
but
don't
at
know.
the but at the same time, it's like these wrestlers are driving their own cars to these places. So you know what I'm saying. And then on top of that, people who are sober have gotten lost at places that they're unfamiliar with.
Yes, and they have, and that's true.
They have. So it's like, and on top of
But
that,
I'm
he
saying
didn't go to
she
jail.
had
He
she had
went
a
to
drunk
jail.
person.
He went
She
to
also
jail.
had a drunk person with, like, girl, you just don't like. I guess I don't know. The police around here, Madison County PD, they will throw a roadblock every holiday where they know people like to drink. There's gonna be a roadblock in two checkpoints in the hood where black people at. So that's hyper present in my mind. So if I'm planning on drinking or partying or anything, I'm wherever I'm gonna be at. That's where I'm gonna be at till I'm sober. Hey, girl.
Hey,
I'm
what's
not
up?
saying I blame them. I'm just saying where was they antennas? Where
What
was
you
her
mean?
antennas at?
But I'm pretty sure it wasn't intentional. Like
I
people
know it wasn't
really get
intentional.
lost.
I know it wasn't intentional.
What are we talking about?
We talking
Uh,
about Naomi and Jimmy right now.
Oh, I barely know what's happening. Like
and
I
then on
kind of
top of that, it's like I can't even. And I will admit, I kind of did rush to their defense a little bit, but at the
what
same
happened.
time,
They're wrong.
Okay, let me just what's known, what TMZ reported was that Naomi was driving the wrong way down a one-way street. They got pulled over. The car smelled alcohol. She stepped out. Something happened to make Jimmy Uso get out and take his shirt and jacket off and try to fight the cop. The
yeah.
cop pulled out a taser, but Jimmy calmed down and he was just arrested.
Thank God it
And
wasn't no
he
damn gun.
and yes, that's what I'm saying. The cop could, so, and they both brown. They in an unfamiliar area. I like, people were saying, people from Detroit said they get lost. And I'm like, I feel you on that. But if you, especially if you're not black, I really don't need your opinions on this. But if you black, but I'm dead serious. If you black, like Cat Williams, how many Cat Williams say black people would not let you drive in the wrong way or be lost. You can't just be lost like, hey, we got warrants back here. You gotta tighten that. So it's like
Yeah.
maybe it's because I hang out with people who think in the streets, and I don't know if Jimmy and Naomi mind be thinking the same mentality I do. Cause I was kind of grew, even though my mom was in the military, I grew up being taught like street mentality, street code. You know how
Yeah.
this how even if you ain't moving illegal, you can still
Yeah.
get harassed by the police.
Yeah.
So this is how you move so you can avoid that at all costs.
Yeah.
And if I'm in an unfamiliar area, I don't know where I'm driving, my partner is drunk.
In
I'm
the
just saying,
article,
and I know she thinking this shit herself because
but
of
the
what happened.
but the article really didn't
No, they ain't got no
explain a whole lot to
details.
me because
Nope.
it's like you didn't say it. It also didn't say Naomi was drunk, so I'm feeling like she wasn't drunk. He was the only person that got arrested, and then it didn't say what the cop did for him to get out the. Because the drunk person ain't finna You have some people that are drunk that like to start shit, and you got some people who are drunk but won't do shit unless they're provoked. And it's been plenty of instances where
It
Jimmy
seemed like
has
the
gotten
Usos are happy drunks. You know what
Jimmy
I
has
mean?
that it's been plenty of instances where Jimmy has been the one to get arrested for drinking. This is what his third time, second time.
Yeah.
I know Jay got arrested in
She's gotten arrested too. Big time.
2017,
Yeah, that was just one time I seen him getting arrested for public intoxication, but
but Jimmy,
Jimmy, it happened more than
Jimmy
one
a
time.
repeat offender, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
it
I
happened
didn't
more
know
than one
that.
time. He liked to fucking drink.
Yeah. He did. He likes to
Yeah,
drink.
but you hear Roman talk about getting drunk all the time. How many DUIs he got? See,
Well, he got
that's what I'm
arrested
saying.
for.
You know what I'm
Roman got
saying?
arrested for drunk and disorderly conduct.
And he not when he was known as Roman Reigns though.
Yeah, his was
On
way back
national
in the day.
TV,
That's fair.
his came before the fame. He
His came
said that
before
he
the fame.
smartened up. Maybe he learned how to move. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't go and have fun. I'm just saying try to avoid the police, especially in Detroit.
I I don't know. I mean, from catching up and from the gist of what I saw on Twitter, like these things happen. Like low key. Like I don't. At least from what we know now, it doesn't sound like they did anything necessarily wrong in the sense of like they were like swore. It didn't sound like any of those things. It sounded like she was just driving the wrong way. She got pulled over, and
They happened to
it
catch
became a
Jimmy drunk.
production. I think the real question is why did why did he go from 0 to 100?
Yeah, that's the
Like so the
real question.
obvious. I'm like, let's not act silly here. Like, Naomi is a gorgeous woman, so it's pretty obvious what happened. I think it's just really simple because we've seen how Jimmy gets on Total Divas all the time. He will wild out about this woman, so it just seems like I feel like it seems a bit like a no brainer, and it just I just hope that everything is like they're all okay and it wasn't traumatic in that sense, like especially
Yeah,
for
she
a woman.
said, yeah, she said she's okay, they're okay, or whatever. And he was like, I just feel like if she wasn't driving on the wrong side of the road, the cops wouldn't know Jimmy was fucking drunk out of his damn mind. So they just
Yeah, I
happen to
mean, the
get, they
fact
just
that he
happen
could
to,
have gotten calmed down and all that stuff means that he was still coherent to to a point. So that means that something
something
happened.
had to provoke him. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I said anybody who just straight up believe and they did something wrong, you a cop lover. You the type
Oh my
that
god.
you are the type who acts wrestlers with a bad tweet about them. You snitching motherfucker, you
Yeah, I saw what you
damn
called
cop lover.
old boy. You called him a cop lover.
I
So
mean, but he love. Listen, I don't trust the police. I'm sorry,
none of us
I
do here. I
don't.
know I don't. Shit.
I'm just gonna be on because when
I
I
don't
heard
either.
and I read all that, I was like, but nah, fuck the police. Like seriously, fuck them. But I'm glad they're okay because that could have went left, and
That
that's
could have been.
all I'm thinking
I
about.
think that's
And I'm
the.
sure they're thinking about that.
I think that's what the white fans aren't understanding why our hackles are so raised. I think as white people, they don't realize how stressful cop situations generally are for people of color. It is not something that you just think is routine. We don't go yell at the officers and be like, "Officer, I'm attacked." We don't do any of that. You know what I mean? It's just a high key, like, all right, I want to go home to my family right now. I don't want to die on this street. So I don't think they realize how stressful these situations can be and why our hackles can be so raised where it's just like, oh my God, maybe they just did something wrong. Like, we're not going to take it lightly. These type of things.
Yeah, a couple of my white mutuals like, why are people acting like they didn't do anything wrong? Honey child, because you white and I'm black and you not gonna get it. And Twitter is not the forum, okay? It's not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if Unstable posted his third part of his thread on Roman, because and he actually surprisingly spoke of the obvious of Seth being the quote unquote push guy in his thread. I was like, finally
Yeah.
somebody else other than me, you, Claudia, and fucking Ashley and other people. No. I was like,
Yeah.
thank freaking God.
I just
I read
I
that
don't
whole
I don't know.
motherfucker
I don't
thing.
think, see, if Jay ain't gonna get charged with nothing serious, if it's just a slap on the wrist, I don't think Vince gives a fuck. Vince don't like the police neither, okay?
Hell no.
Bruh.
He's not that type of dude. He is not a snitch or a cop caller. At all.
That's valid. Like, high key.
At all. So
I think
I'm
he's
finna
like, if
text
you
him.
can
I'm
avoid
finna tweet him right now. Where's the rest of the thread at, bro?
it.
so
I want to
I
finish
don't I
reading it.
don't know if they'll necessarily get punished if nothing comes of it.
No, because
They gave,
the last time this happened, the Usos still won the belt.
yeah, they did. But I don't know, they might not win this. They might not win Sunday. Just
They
because
might not win this.
the
They
optics
might not.
don't look so good to these lily whites who are the majority of their fan base.
Man, fuck them folks.
He just tried to fight a cop, and then you made him SmackDown Tag Team Champions. What message does this send to children? Fuck them kids.
Some of their wrestlers
Fuck
have
them
done
kids.
way. Some of their fans have done way worse, so they could fucking choke. God damn it.
Yeah, I agree.
So I ain't trying to hear
Okay,
that bullshit.
so Elimination Chamber is this Sunday.
I'm tired.
uh, girl, we can just blow through some of these matches at the
If I'm
bottom
being
of the card.
real, I ain't feeling the fucking. It's one feud. Well, shit. I don't even know what other feuds they got, but it's one feud that I find myself losing interest. Well, I never really had interest in to begin with, and that's Brock versus Seth Rollins. Like
Yeah,
I don't have a fucking. I just don't fucking care. It's the same shit. I don't care. I don't care.
all I want to see is the women's chamber and all the women. I'm rooting for all the women.
I want
Did
to read
y'all
something.
y'all didn't watch SmackDown yesterday?
I did.
No,
I liked it better than fucking Raw was fucking ass.
Raw
Monday.
was ass.
It was
But
ass.
The
but
clips I
listen
got to see
though.
of SmackDown looked great.
Listen though.
SmackDown was Smack. I like SmackDown.
Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston he knew all us black people been taking a hit this month. Like every day. They did not stay off our necks. And then he got that opportunity. He said, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and make these black wrestling fans smile and be fucking happy today. And he performed his ass off. And man, I want him versus Bryan at WrestleMania. I don't care who the champion. If he went at the Chamber, he went at WrestleMania. I know they didn't change that belt for Daniel Bryan for him to keep that belt for a short amount of time.
I
God damn
disagree
it.
because Naomi lost it right after she changed it. So
Exactly.
I think it's
Exactly. That's why I don't care about this fucking cardboard ass wood grain interior belt. I don't.
Yeah, Somebody says is his gimmick starting to get stale. I'm like, it shouldn't be, but y'all fans got short fucking
because
attention
they
spans.
feel
Y'all move on to the next fucking thing.
they
So I
ain't
wouldn't
even.
be
He
trying to
really
put
ain't
myself.
feuding. How's it getting stale? He really ain't feuding with nobody. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's
Some
not
go for
that.
4 weeks and they just say it's stale.
And I'm
Yeah,
back,
and I was like,
and
he
I want
just
y'all to know
started
I'm back
doing
on board
this.
with Becky. I'm gonna keep that real. I'm like back on board with Becky. I love her so much. I want her to get in this WrestleMania.
Listen, once Triple H stuck his big nose in her face, I was on her side, and I know that's it's terrible, and perhaps I'm being worked, but I cannot fucking stand him, and I want him to take every L possible. You hear me?
Yeah.
Every single one. Fuck him.
I'm reading I'm reading Madeline Lenore tweets. Her ass
Yeah.
has not been holding her tongue for nothing. Like it's crazy because she's like, this Becky as an underdog spiel is garbage. She's one of WWE's four horsewomen. She's the first ever live women's champ. She was put in Sasha Charlotte WrestleMania 32 match. Has been booked like Wonder Woman for several months. She got 9 weeks to rehab her knee. I'm supposed to think she won't be ready by then. Miss me with that noise. This isn't working at all. I'm like, ooh, she ain't, because you know I like her. Wait, and they're now trying to make her anti-authority when she's never been denied anything by a commissioner or GM. So this story rings hollow for me. Wearing kayfabe, should I cheer for her over
I
anyone else?
disagree. I disagree with that assessment.
But
Man, what the fuck? They was gonna put
because
her in the shit. They
the
gonna put her in
whole
the shit anyway.
the whole reason people cheered Becky when she turned on Charlotte is because Becky had been slowly winning matches and got her
Yes.
title shot. Charlotte went and got her titties fixed and came back and got in the
Yeah.
match by winning one match. That's I'm
Yes.
like that was the whole narrative reason for Becky attitude change and saying fuck this
Exactly.
shit. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
And it
And
I'm
here's
gonna
wasn't
the
treat everybody the way they've been treating me.
and here's the
exactly
thing.
because
Here's
it
the
was
thing with
happening for
that.
a while.
Here's the thing with that. I like if you want to be, what you call it, sustain. I mean, damn, what's it called?
Suspend
Sus-
disbelief.
yes, thank you. Suspend your disbelief and want to get into the story. Then I get you're totally right to feel how you feel. You feel how you feel. But to us, that's like trying to take it personal with Charlotte, break up her brother, her breast, all this stupid shit. You knew she was gonna be included in this shit for a while now.
It
But
okay.
it's the in the story, even though you see something happening in the story, don't mean that you want it or you like it to happen. Like
Yeah,
for
but it's like,
me,
what can you do to
to
change it?
keep it real with you, this is just my belief. The Royal Rumble is a hard fucking match to win, and it's high odds. And I know other people have gotten their match taken, and I didn't think that was fair. Everybody, if they win that match, they should get a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. It should be theirs. It should be their spotlight. I didn't want nobody coming in and snaking Roman out of when he won the Royal Rumble. I didn't. When somebody wins, they get their one-on-one match. I don't usually be wanting people inserting into the match.
And that's where
Like
the comparison between Roman and Charlotte differ, because somebody said like Roman didn't steal nobody's spot. He
he
had to
never
work to get in
has.
his shit. He had to work to get in his fucking spot.
Roman Reigns' character wouldn't have accepted.
Nah, yeah,
If
nah, it
Roman
wouldn't have.
wanted to be in that match, he would have walked down, looked Becky in the face, said, "I don't think you deserve it." And Roman would have ended up convincing Becky to put her Royal Rumble shot on the line. That's how he get opportunities. He go out there to the wrestler, and
Yeah.
whatever he say or whatever he do, he leave with that fucking opportunity. He
Basically,
has
Roman's character. If you think about it, Roman's character is he with the shits and he keeps that same fucking energy.
Yeah.
He want the smoke, and he gonna say it to your fucking
yes,
face.
he want Roman wants all the smoke.
But here's how I
That's his
feel about
character.
Becky's storyline. I will say that for a long time, as a low key fan. I really got on. I'm into the man. I was off it for a minute because the Twitter's. I don't like when my big dislike is that her Twitter game is way better than her in person game. I feel like she falters when people challenge her directly, but she got all the smoke on Twitter, and I don't like that. But aside from that, for a long time, Becky kept getting screwed out of shots and just in favor of the new flavor of the month. She was consistently pushed to the side. And even when she was like in the forefront, she was like pushed to the side. You know what I mean? So like even when it was about her, she kind of just wasn't the focus. And I think we've seen Charlotte time and time again get that opportunity. So I think what they're doing so right and what has me back on board is that they're being blatant about what we thought about them. So they're putting Charlotte in the match just because it's Charlotte. And it's like, oh my God, it's infuriating. And Becky, like, for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, not for no reason. We know why the reasons are. But, it's like, I'm buying in because it's like, damn, like now my interest is how is she getting back in the match? Because we have to see how the story plays out. So I want to know how she gets back in the match. I want to know how it all works and like what's going to happen. And I love Charlotte's attitude. I think the only one who needs to step up here is Ronda. And Ronda hasn't been disappointing, but she's, she's getting overshadowed because she's in the big leagues right now. If you want the main event of WrestleMania, you want to open doors in the division, you have to it's more than just coming in with the name. It's at a certain point you have to live up to your bargain. And right now, Ronda is the one I think that's floundering in this feud because she's flustered, she's a little emotional, and like not quite keeping it together as much.
It
But I
seems
feel like
like
these last 2 weeks, Ronda has been saying some things on the microphone now.
she's
She
been
has.
she's been good these past
She's
two.
Yeah.
been and that's
Yeah.
what I
Ronda
want in a
Ronda
wrestler.
pissed off is where she should be, and she's been pissed off.
Exactly. And I'm like, I said you can be. I don't have to be a fan of somebody, but I will look for improvement. Give me a reason to give you a fucking chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want improvement, and that's what she's doing these last 2 weeks. Like she been pissed off, and she been saying what she want. Like people got on her for stuttering and shit, but it's like that was really
She
emotional
has a
right
sleep
there.
disorder. She
You're
knows
dealing
about
like
that.
yeah, that's really emotional. Like you dealing with somebody who she coming from another sport where you don't do promos every fucking week. So I kind of looking at this from a different perspective. Like this really emotional. Like she pissed off at these fans. She pissed off at these girls disrespecting her. Like she mad. So she letting y'all know how she truly feels. She don't like the fact that y'all cheering her when she come, but then all of a sudden she don't understand what fucking changed. You know what I'm
But
saying? Like she want to know what the fuck the problem is. So
yes,
she
it's
pissed off about it.
consistent.
So I can. That's why I was like, you know what? I said y'all can make fun of her for stuttering and being, flustered, but that's really emotion right there. That's really emotion right there. No other wrestler has the balls to even say they don't understand where the fuck this hate coming from. You know what I'm saying? And so they like, all right, you know what? Fine, I'm just gonna beat y'all ass. I'm gonna give y'all a reason to boo me. Or I'm gonna give y'all a
Yeah.
reason to hate the fact that I'm here and dominating you hoes.
Yeah. And I think that's the part that's consistent about her character because Ronda was going out of her way to show respect and like not be better than the girl just because she's Ronda Rousey. And for them to just start punking her left and right, she's like, hold on, I went out of my way to show y'all respect. So now her being pissed feels every bit as justified. It feels organic because
Yeah,
she
it's
has
like
every
I
right to
came
be.
in here not wanting to step on nobody's toes. Want to let y'all know I'm gonna be here every week. I'm gonna
I'm
I'm
here to
gonna
support the
defend my
division.
championship, and this how y'all do me.
Yes.
all right, I'm gonna be
It
I'm gonna
feels
be.
so right.
Yeah, it's
It
like I'm
feels
gonna be
so
that
good.
bitch. I'm gonna be that bitch that y'all see when y'all was watching me in the UFC. I'm gonna be that then.
So, it could be because there's certain people saying, folks, and I agree, folks. Charlotte is there for the hate.
Mhm.
That's what she's there for.
Yeah.
But
For the
their guy,
payoff for Becky.
the person, the main story, this is about Becky.
Yeah.
Of course, Becky Lynch became one of the hottest wrestlers since SummerSlam. You really think she's not gonna be like if you out there, your dorky ass, and you honestly think Becky Lynch gonna be suspended until 5 days after WrestleMania? Great, it's working for you.
Yeah.
You've bought in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying all of this because like none of these girls are my favorites, but I do enjoy them, especially
Yeah.
Charlotte. Charlotte, I'm so proud of her. I used to come down on her so much. I used to look at her and Seth Rollins in the same light, and she has trounced
Ow.
him
Ow.
in performs of improving for the spot that they're giving her.
Yeah.
Trounced him.
And people ask all the
Did you
time.
see Seth? Oh, I wanted to talk about this. So
Yeah.
after
Okay.
Becky got screwed out of it, she tweeted complete and utter bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Seth
Uh-huh.
Rollins quote tweeted her with some nerdy ass shit like, "Oh, is this what we have to do for attention? It's curse and this that." I'm like, motherfucker, she just got screwed out of the main event.
Of WrestleMania.
It's worse cursing on your Twitter.
Like Seth, you fucking do promos and shit like you have been screwed when your ass hasn't. Like,
Yes.
shut the fuck up, nigga.
He ain't the golden child.
Like,
He
shut the fuck up.
he literally was fine with the authority until they didn't want him anymore. That's what made him a face.
That's why I don't like these fucking promos he been doing.
That's the
That's why I
problem.
don't
That's the
fucking
problem.
like him. That's why I don't like his fucking promos that he be doing because it's full of shit.
That's the problem.
Ugh.
They're trying to
Anytime
make
you
us
a dual
forget
champion.
that the reason why he was upset at Triple H is because Triple H helped Kevin Owens become Universal Champion and not him.
It wasn't because he wanted to do right by his brothers.
Yeah. It's like this weird revisionist history. And I think these are the reasons why he's like at a certain point, but not going above. And I'm also
And
going to put a little context into his nicknames being stolen. Why the women why the women have better took his nicknames and are better. He was supposed to be the Kingslayer. He was playing League of Legends on Up Down Down. It was a bunch of them, Team XC versus Team WWE. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. Up Down Down is really funny.
I'll watch it.
Seth Rollins died. Dakota Kai killed him in this game about 15 times. Straight up. Every single time they matched up, she took him down. And then so she just said, I'm the Kingslayer now. And so she took his nickname, and he's been trashed ever since. That's why he don't really be using it like that. He called himself the man. Becky came out here and said, who? I'm the man. And she really is. Because Seth is not hotter than Becky. I'm sorry. He's nowhere close to Becky right now.
She's done more with the man than he ever did.
Ever.
No, here's the thing.
He only got the man because Roman said he was the guy.
Yeah. And
Yep.
Roman, here's the thing. People ask sometimes, like, why are people hating Seth all of a sudden? I said, sometimes I don't like Seth, sometimes I like Seth.
Listen, it ain't hate. I'm telling the truth about him. I love him.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
I don't like him. I haven't liked him since June 4th, 2014, and I'm still not gonna like his ass.
I said I like him sometimes and sometimes I don't because the shit that he says is not genuine, and it's like it's some of the shit like, dude, you ain't no fucking underdog. Stop fucking acting like
you want to keep it a stack though.
shit.
You know why I really don't. I really be like, I love him, but I don't fuck with him like that. Like, okay, so Roman was slated to win and beat Brock Lesnar, but when that shit went left at the Royal Rumble, you started getting in people's ear about cashing in at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He snaked Roman's WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
He snaked it from up under him.
Yeah.
And people could say whatever the fuck they want to about. I love him. Him crying when he found out about that diagnosis, that probably was some deep shit because they never said it out loud because Roman he got too much class to admit it. But when they was beefing, I don't think they was as close as him and Dean were.
Nope.
He would be
close to my eyes.
Meet and greets, and he would throw his shade at Seth. because somebody asked him, somebody told him that he should have been the one to break up the Shield and be in the spot that Steph was. And his honest to God answer was, "There's a reason why Steph is able to play this character so well." That came out of his mouth
Yikes! He
about
said
Steph.
that. Yikes!
And yes, and people got on me when I say he played politics. But the reason why the Shield was so strong is because Steph was the main one saying, "No, we got to," and I appreciate that for him. And I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily to play politics. It's just like you got in that position, and look
Yeah,
what the fuck you did with it.
yeah,
Yeah, but
Nothing.
it's yeah. That's my issue with a lot of
Just
people.
being honest.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I said, and some people have said because of that, that's why they don't fuck with stuff like that, and that's probably a reason. And I saw that. I said it's probably a reason why I find myself not fucking with him like that either. But I said even through all that, Roman still outclassed your ass. That's what makes it so damn funny. Yeah, you got the most consistent booking and all that shit, but guess what? His fan base still bigger than you, and he
Even
still made more
without
money than
Roman,
you.
yeah, like even without Roman, he's still. That's my thing. Like even right
And
now,
when the Shield got back
I'm stuck in.
together, and what's crazy is when the Shield got back together, it proved what we already know when they was
Let's keep.
together originally.
Okay.
They was
We
popular
gonna talk
still.
about this. We gonna talk about it.
This
Cause
fucking but
okay,
shit,
let's
let's keep
let's
it
go back.
100.
Let's talk about Seth and how
All right.
this narrative that the Shield was put together to help Roman. Let's talk about
Bullshit.
Seth
Bullshit.
after he beat Triple H. Nowhere, flat, nothing was happening for him. He
Yeah.
started getting hot again with him and Dean started working together again. And
Yeah.
Dean was loco would go back Dean now. Dean had lost the championship to AJ Styles because AJ Styles was getting cheered over him and AJ Styles was a heel. That's why they took the title off of him and dropped him down to the pre-show of WrestleMania. Okay,
Yeah, that was
let's
fucked up.
let's
That
fast forward.
surprised the shit out of
They
me.
working together, and Roman's still doing his thing by himself. They working together, getting cheered louder than together than they were separate, getting
Yeah,
more attention, probably selling more merch. Meanwhile, Roman going through a 5-month pay-per-view losing streak of putting these other motherfucking geeks over that
yeah,
couldn't carry the fucking ball after he left. He
yeah,
he put these motherfuckers over, and the only one that's doing anything is Samoa Joe on SmackDown.
yeah,
Yes. Samoa
Okay,
Joe. I love that man.
so then they put this Shield back together the first time.
Yeah.
That's when Seth started getting more and more and more cheers. And then the Shield had to break up because first Roman got sick, and then when he came back, Dean got injured. So fuck it. That shit with Jason Jordan was getting Seth more over. Being
mm-hmm.
associated with the Shield was getting Seth more over. And then they decided in the midst of all this to put Burn It Down in his music, which got him more over during his
Yeah.
entrance.
And
All of
it's
that is this shit ain't that none of this shit is organic. The shit they be saying is organic. Everything is done for a reaction for a purpose.
Yeah,
Everything. That's why I will argue everybody down. Please stop saying somebody got over or organically.
that shit
Nobody,
ain't
even
happening.
if the wrestler got themselves over, it still didn't happen organically. They still had to
no,
find
I
a
think
way.
yeah.
They still had to find. This is all the manipulation, wrestling, all of it. You listen to the great wrestlers, and they tell you the secret behind wrestling is not moves, it's psychology and
Yeah,
manipulation.
yeah,
Mind fucking somebody
yeah,
to believe in what you want them to believe.
I'm gonna disagree slightly. Only because I do think people get over organically. And we can tell by what the response is. Like Becky got over organically. I don't think they anticipated the reaction she got and the support she got, and they rolled with it, right?
no, I think on that,
But when people
I'm
like
with you.
Rusev,
But
when
how
people
did
like
she get over
Cesaro,
organically?
when
They
I
did
thought people like
something.
Rusev, Cesaro,
Something
Zack
happened.
Ryder, all
But,
them get over,
but
you
something
can
happened
watch.
though. They had to do something. They didn't just walk out and people cheered them. Becky had to turn heel. Somebody had to make that decision. Zack Ryder made a decision to start promoting himself on the internet.
Yeah,
So
that's what got him over.
he worked fans into believing in him. The whole idea, we need to change, because once you say this happened organically and this didn't, and then you can break it down and say, well, somebody still had to manipulate, somebody still had to. All these people are characters. None of this shit is real. None of this shit
Fair.
is
But
real.
what I'm saying is, I think some things catch on that was not intentional to catch on. And the reason why I say that is because of the way they're treated afterward.
Well, of
Like
course.
When Braun caught on, they wanted him to catch on, so that you could see by the way they treated him, they made him a bigger and bigger deal every time. He fell flat because he was not equipped for what the position
But
he
you
was
can
given.
say it. You can say it caught on against the company's wishes. Like, I just don't. It's all a manipulation. They call us marks.
Fair. Well, I'm not doubting. No, what I'm saying is sometimes there are things that catch on,
And
if
it
it's
didn't
embraced,
have the intended reaction.
then it's like yes. But if it's not intended, or if it's not someone they particularly, because remember, like there's only a certain amount of spots to fill, right? So at a certain point, it's like, all right, if this person is getting too much attention that we really can't refocus what we're doing and just kind of divert it back to what we want it to divert to, then the response is typically like, well, like you just see it in the way that people just get like lost in the shuffle.
But I think people think that too much when it's only so many cases if you examine it. Like Unstable is doing with Roman. It said he didn't get over organically, but Dean was the one they were pushing as the singles person.
Yeah.
Why did they shift? Vince just looked at Roman and started licking his. No, something happened with the crowd. They did something intended to work the crowd, and it went this way. And they were like, "Oh, okay. Well, if it's responding, it's all experimentation." Raven will tell you it's all experimentation.
Yeah.
And when you got something, you're supposed to ride the wave. Now, them riding against the wave has become so much that people need. This is what Charlotte is. People want to ride against the wave so much.
Mm-hmm.
If they were just going to do it to Ronda, even if Ronda hadn't did nothing, they were just gonna ride the wave against Ronda. So they put Charlotte in there to be hated. I don't
And
think
Charlotte, and that's the reason why I think
not know how to be happy with a storyline anymore. They've had John Cena and Roman Reigns. They do not know how. They need somebody to hate. They think in real life outside the story, but it's still in the story.
yeah,
They need it.
they need it. And the thing is, I think the reason why you see a lot of people like loving what Charlotte is doing because she embracing that shit and she's not apologizing. She's not apologizing for being successful. She's not gonna be mediocre or be an underdog like these people want every other fucking wrestler to be.
Yes.
And that's why I was like, that's why. And I said that, and I said, if anything, I'm gonna be the type of fan that will root for somebody like that.
Yeah.
Exactly why I rooted for Roman. Roman shouldn't have to apologize for being good looking or for being athletic or for being successful or for getting better or for wanting to be a champion or dominant.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
I wish somebody would do a fucking promo about that. Like, if I gotta fucking apologize for being great or all this shit, then I shouldn't be in this fucking business because y'all booing people for not like y'all booing people like me because you can't relate to me. You ain't supposed to fucking relate to me. That's not what the Attitude Era was.
I think you when you said that, it really, really changed my perspective. I'm not gonna lie, Tyler. Like I couldn't put my finger on what wasn't clicking with me for a while, but that was 100% it. It's like you're trying to see yourself in mediocre people, and
Yes.
And
It's
it's like,
like
why are
no.
we
Yes,
rooting for
exactly.
mediocrity? You know, like that my favorite stuff from Nia Jax is when she's out here ready to whip the guy's ass because she's like, she is not afraid of them boys. The girl, she's different. But them boys, she's like, we can throw hands today. It's fine. And she's 6 foot tall, 300 pounds. She ain't checking for them boys. She can handle it. And I'm like loving that energy. I'm loving the same thing with Charlotte. I'm loving it. And even Bailey.
Man,
When
Bailey been on
Bailey
some
is on
gangster
fire
shit.
and she wants to be better than everyone, Bailey does great stuff. That match with Ronda made me remember why I even liked her in the first place. Because
These past couple of weeks, boy, I'm telling you,
like
Bailey
she
ain't no
dropped
joke.
yeah, like Bailey dropped the like shucks, I'm happy to be here stick. And it's like, no, we finna box. If you wanna do this, we gonna do this. I'm not
It's
just
like
to any
it's
old
like I
girl.
it's like I me being an athlete and being competitive and playing basketball and shit, it's like I know how it feels to bust your ass. Like literally bust your ass, go through shit to get to the top. And it's like if I literally bust my ass to get here, I'm not finna apologize for finally getting there when I worked my ass off to get there.
Yeah.
I'm not finna do it. Y'all kiss my fucking ass. And
Listen,
that,
I
if
don't
that
like
and if that gets me hated, then goddamn it, oh well.
the backstories. To me, it seems silly to me that somebody who's been an athlete their whole life, just because they weren't wrestling, somehow discredits them from being a wrestler. There's no way. Like that's silly. That's incredibly stupid and dumb.
It is. And that's something I've disliked for a long time. Like AJ Lee is one of the people that I have such a love-hate relationship with because she's one of the girls who I feel like made it worse. Like much in the same way that CM Punk was very toxic in the things that he said and how people perceive things now and they take that as gospel. A lot of them, you know, AJ makes a few promos about, well, you guys want to be models and I want to be a wrestler, whatever. And it's like it went from like, oh, we don't like the models, whatever, to like cuss words. To the point that they're discrediting Alicia Fox, a
Yeah.
10-year plus veteran, because she was once a model. It ain't her fault that she's gorgeous. It's not. It's not. You know what I mean? That
Oh
girl
yes,
does the
and
best
I
woman
have some
like
so
work
people.
AJ
in the game.
AJ Lee's so unattractive. Nobody who would ever want to have sex with her, huh? Would have her ass hanging out of her shorts. How about
And
that?
that
Exactly.
and there have been some people that try to come at me talking about you're skinny, you don't have to do this. I'm like, first of all, I go to the gym 4 days out of the fucking week. I work on this shit,
I can't
God
but
believe
bless.
it's because I like to fucking look good. So I'm not
God
gonna
bless you.
apologize. Like, don't get mad at me because you want to sit on your ass and not do shit, and then want to complain about you being unattractive and all this shit. Not saying because I don't
being
make
big
fun
makes
of
you
people like that.
unattractive.
I actually, commend people
But then
for
that's
wanting
the
to
whole
change their
thing.
life around.
AJ, that's the whole point. She was a pretty girl too, and it's
You trying to
hypocritical.
shame me for being pretty, bitch? Fuck
She
you.
shamed the Bella twins for who they slept with. Who did you marry? How did you get? Let's keep it real.
Exactly.
How did she get on? How did she get popping on the show?
And you know how?
She didn't
CM
get popping
Punk,
on the
because
show
I
with
read
wrestling. She
AJ's
got
book.
popping on the show by being next to a man
Yeah. All of it, first of all. And
and
so
playing the
CM
crazy
Punk is
shit.
the only reason she actually got called up. Because when you read her book, Crazy is My Superpower, which is a fascinating read, I will just say it's really not about wrestling. Like it's about her as a life growing up with bipolar disorder. It's fascinating and great book. But AJ Lee, CM Punk was complaining because there was some really bad women's match happening, and AJ was training a lot of the girls, and she was realizing that she was going to be the girl that trained everyone, but never got called up, like much like a Tyler Breeze. And so CM Punk got pissed one taping or whatever, and was like, "Can we just please get some girls who work?" And that's how she started doing some main roster stuff and whatever, according to her book. But it's one of those things where AJ, I feel like the problem is much like because like not everyone wakes up when they're 5 years old and knows what they want to do for the rest of their life. It is unfair to say that because Braun Strowman didn't want to do this since he was 5, he's not, he shouldn't be here. It's like he has it. You know what I mean? He has it to an extent so he belongs there. It's unfair. Like for every Daniel Bryan, there's I don't know who just showed up here, but like, you know what I'm talking about? Like a Baron Corbin. For every Daniel Bryan, there's a
Bad
Baron
example.
Corbin who got that example. It is. But what I am saying is there are people who get the bug later in life who figure out something. Naomi, she saw wrestling when she was 21. She had no prior experience with that. You know what I mean? But and in contrast, Sasha Banks has been wanting to do this her whole life. There's a variety of people who get different paths. I think it just matters who you are. Look, Kofi Kingston versus Big E. They've won. Big E just got into this when he was in grad school. He got recruited when he was in grad school to be a professional wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just what it's not. I don't like that idea that you have to want to be a lifelong fan. Yes, I think it helps. I think that's part of the reason why Ronda's doing so well is because she has been a lifelong fan or a long fan for a long time, and you see the difference in the way she approaches it versus someone who is
Like
just a
Brock
celebrity.
Lesnar.
Yeah.
See that's the thing. There's only one of him. Don't nobody, even Randy Orton don't act like that dickhole. But but for some reason they think if you ain't grew up loving it, everybody's Brock Lesnar. No, there's just one. Name another asshole who acts like they hate wrestling, but they keep showing up. Why? Why does he keep coming? You don't want to be here. We don't want to see you. Okay, I'm sorry. But that's what they do though. They treat if you didn't grow up loving it, you Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
And
but
that's bullshit.
I had my reasons for. I said I'm done. I'm done with this underdog bullshit. Give me something different. And I said that's why I like what Charlotte is doing right now
People
because
go through trials and tribulations, but don't
all
give
the
me
time.
the poor me thing. This is like I really that's why I'm so the amount of black creative movies that are coming out now from people from my generation. Thank God, because these other directors, the Spike Lees and his ilk, was addicted to our trauma, and now people
Yeah.
want to see celebrations.
Do something else. Yeah.
That's the
Why do
whole
I keep talking about
black
slavery?
people. That's why Black Panther did so well. That's why so many people got behind Kofi for an hour.
Oh my God. Kofi brought tears to my eyes,
Because
y'all.
it wasn't a struggle. It was a celebration of that man's 11-year career.
When he fired up on AJ, I choked up.
Yeah, but of course, America always rears his ugly head. And the most MAGA of them all stands tall.
But you
After
know
the
what?
black man did all the work. Lord have mercy.
I didn't even see it that way because
I immediately did.
I mean, well, no, of course I saw it that way. But what I'm saying is the way the crowd gave him that respect on his way out, I
Of
think
course.
it just and you know what? It was the other layer. Even that 7-minute interview past, when it was done. That 7-minute interview with Kofi and the New Day. And I remember that was one of my complaints a few weeks ago. Like, I need something different from the New Day. They're just so stale. I loved that energy of like, what was the goal of the New Day from day one? To make Kofi heavyweight champion. I love it. And I'm just loving that layer. I love that seriousness coming back.
They have been talking about that since they formed that they wanted Kofi to be world champion. They have been talking.
I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I don't know
Lord,
when, but it's gonna happen.
if it should happen, like why not? Why
Yeah.
fucking not? Send
Yeah.
people home happy. Had the first women's main event. Had the first black. He will be the first fully black
Yeah.
WWE champion in 2019.
Yeah. Because The Rock loves to make sure we know he's Samoan.
No, well,
It's no
surprisingly, he's been
disrespect to The Rock, but
Yeah, no,
he is way more part of the Samoan delegation than he is the Negroes. It's just that's what it is.
even
Yeah.
though
Fine.
he has been making it known recently that he's also half black, but it's like, dude, I mean,
I think it's because
whatever.
he has
But
to see the genuine criticism. He can't pretend. It's so. I mean, it was so blatant. You know, I remember like I mean, and culture dictates. I remember seeing a commercial like Family Guy years ago when they made a joke like the Rock is he black? I don't know. It's definitely diluted. It's definitely diluted. Like you know what I'm saying? These culture jokes let you know where you stand, and it was always a joke about him being racially ambiguous and the choices and that he made in his career, the type of children he had in the movies, whatever it is, all these things play a part into why he's a debatable black champion. It's we know race wise he's a black champion, but culture wise he's never really. I mean, if The Rock stood up and said, "I'm the first black champion," we'd have all accepted it. You know what I mean? Well, I think now it's been too much of a mess, but I'm talking about like back then.
They did say it. They said it. For
I
like
think
Do
it
they?
all depends. I think it all depends.
they said it the first time he won. They said he was the first black champion.
I think it just all depends on who he. Cause I think most, like a big part of his family is Samoan.
Is it
So so it's like, you know,
Yeah,
I think
he wasn't really close with his daddy, right?
fair?
he was like he bigs him up all the time. If you follow him on Instagram, he bigs him up all the time. But I
Oh,
think
okay.
but I think a huge like I think a huge part of his family is Samoan. So it's like I kind of get why he kind of affiliates with being
But
fully Samoan, but at the same time,
That's
it's
fine.
like
I'm,
your
I'm fine
dad.
with that.
But yeah, but it's like the same time your dad is black, so it's like you're half black too.
He
You know what I'm
he
saying?
recognized he's black
is.
though.
But Cardi B claims her blackness more than The Rock.
Yeah, she
She
do.
That's my problem. And not
they,
even that. It's just
but
that The Rock.
you have to think about how she grew up. She probably grew up around
Yeah,
more black experiences versus
This is
him.
then
fair.
he did.
This is
Then
fair.
Rock did exactly,
I get it.
exactly.
I think it's one of those things that I go off of how he markets himself and how he defines himself, and I feel like I see him more. And like, let's be real here. Let's not act like there's not a level of anti-blackness. We all know the mixed kids who want to downplay their blackness and play up their mixedness. Freaking Nicki
Vin
Minaj
Diesel.
love to tell you she got an Asian grandfather and that she's half Indian or
Vin
whatever.
Diesel.
But then you also got people. You also got mixed people who do want to embrace that black side, but you
Yeah,
got black people. You know what I'm saying?
taking
Black
it
Saying
people
away.
that black
saying they
It
people
does
not
are
not
black.
not.
say anything.
So it goes both ways. So it's
It
like
does.
it goes both ways. Like with Fat Joe, he say my nigga, all this shit, even though he ain't black, but it's
No,
like
he said
but
he's
he'll
Puerto Rican. He
yeah,
said
he'll
black.
tell you he was like, shit, I grew up in the Bronx. Like
No,
I
I'm
was nothing but around black people 24/7. So it's like he thinks he's black. You know what I'm saying? It
I
all
mean
depends
I'm gonna
on
keep it a
your
stack with y'all.
surroundings. Your
Growing up in the
surroundings.
north, we all called each other nigga, and it wasn't a thing. And
Uh-huh.
so getting into this new thinking of like who isn't allowed to say nigga, I kind of struggle with it because high key I'm like, bruh, outside of like white people, I really never really. I mean, maybe Asians. I don't know. What I'm saying is, it was never something that I used to stop and think about who can and can't say it to me when it came to especially Latinos. Like we never really like bothered about it because we all were pretty much the same at home, except for the moments of anti-blackness when people can take their chance to assimilate. But outside of that, it was like a very different culture experience coming into the South where it just seems like a bigger issue. But I
Oh
understand
yeah.
the history of why it was a bigger issue. It makes
Yeah.
sense. It's just different.
Yeah, it's definitely an issue in the South, definitely.
Yeah.
But people say nigga in the South.
So how do we get all the way over here?
I have I have
Elimination
Oh.
no fucking
chamber.
idea. I have no idea. We was talking out shit. Well, actually, no, I remember we was talking about Charlotte, but yeah.
So elimination chamber.
we haven't
Well,
made any we haven't made any predictions.
Sorry, y'all.
oh no.
Okay, but y'all don't care about the whole pay-per-view anyway. So let's just talk about the matches we care about.
This is run down the line.
And we talked about really the women's elimination chamber match, who do you think is gonna win? Who do you want to win? Is
Shit,
that the same team?
people hyping up Ruby. Charlotte just did a just tweeted her Charlotte basically gassing up Ruby on in her tweet a few minutes ago. It might be Ruby. It might swerve us. It might be somebody else.
I don't believe that at all.
Oh, you don't think Ruby winning?
Not a chance.
I don't think she win too, but I'm just saying.
I it,
I would
it,
not
I
be
love
surprised.
Ruby, but she should be tapping out quickly. I'm sorry, like
Oh no, nah, Ruby shouldn't get washed like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Ruby has been every single time she's been called to give a match, she has exceeded expectations. Has she put on bangers? No, but she has like never
That's
slowed
running
down.
rousing, and we heading to the main event. Like I'm, that's how they would book the male champion, MMA champion, going against a goon.
A
She should
goon.
be some like,
Nah, there's too much potential in Ruby, and she has
and
shown
that's
that she
Ronda
can make.
Rousey's not gonna hurt her.
No, I think she shouldn't get washed. I think Ruby should have some offense, be vicious, use the right squad, make it a thing. You know, they can't wash her because when Ronda leaves, it will have the Oscar effect on the division
Well,
where they
Ronda,
didn't defeat
but
Oscar and the division looks
Ronda,
progressively worse in turn.
Ronda says she ain't leaving. Well, I don't know. She said, I don't know why y'all think she finna go somewhere.
Yeah, she said stay about her uterus, and she's right. Why is this a
It's a foregone conclusion. She ain't said she ain't going nowhere. She made it pretty clear that we don't know what's going on with her and her uterus or none of that. So I'm just saying,
And can I side note
if
about
they're
Ronda?
if they're gonna start bringing in secondary belts, they need to stop saying everybody gets a gold medal, everybody can be champion because everybody can't. Some people not supposed to be champions, or some people not supposed to be world beaters. They can win championships different ways, but it's a lot of people that got squashed by Goldberg that had good careers after that. It's not like a death knell. But
Yeah, it all depends
she
on how
should not
you.
be beating up Ronda Rousey
It all depends
unless
on how you
unless
handle
Riot
that.
Squad jump her before the match.
That's what needs
Hmm.
to happen. So that it makes it exciting. That I can't just do Ronda just winning decisively. I need
Ronda
some
at
chemistry.
100% pissed off right now. Yes, she should. If they jump her, then yeah, I can vibe with that. But Ronda at 100% standing face to face with this girl, and she done told somebody that she can kill him with her bare hands. The McMahon's messing with her, and Ruby ain't got no attention. Nobody cared about her match with Nikki Cross. It's got to
Yeah.
it's got to be levels. In order for you to have a star, you have to have non-stars. And that's why like some people do have that's why I call these fans Ricky Bobbies. If you're not first, you last. And that's on WWE. But
Hmm.
Ruby can go on and do great things and be champion and still get watched against Ronda Rousey. That's my belief. But that's
That's
because you
fair.
have to keep trying and keep giving people different stories. Bray Wyatt lost to Roman Reigns in Hell in a Cell and came back and kidnapped the Undertaker. And Roman came out looking strong and Bray came out looking strong at the same pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They have a capability of doing it. Like everybody think it's gonna be Sasha and Bailey winning. It's a lot of people gonna be mad at me, but I don't. They say they the only ones that can give them credibility. I don't agree. The
Yeah,
Riot Squad
neither
has
do I.
been a team. What
Yeah.
like how are they a joke? They have beat up a lot of people. If they get to beat up Ronda Rousey and stand a chance with her, and then Ruby come back after getting washed to help the team, that still makes Ronda look good. Cause Ronda washed her ass. Either that, cause she tapped out. And she could say she tapped out to help her team. And they left with some gold. You see what I'm saying? There are ways to do that. Sasha been going with an injury angle Sasha is good. I love her to death, but she barely been able to wrestle her last two matches. You telling me she finna get in the elimination chamber and kick everybody ass when just this past Monday she was getting helped back by the doctors? And these are people that's gonna win the title. You know how weak you making your division look if these are your first champions and they coming in the cell first. These
Yeah.
other bitches ain't nothing. They don't deserve to have a division. If Sasha and like story, if people saying make storyline sense, it don't make no sense for Sasha and Bailey to go in the elimination chamber. You playing? Stop playing with me. She just got helped out by the doctors.
That's fair. I
They're the
don't know
first
who I want
team.
to win.
I want the Riot
Who are
Squad
all
to
the
win,
teams?
or and people gonna hate me even more. Tamina and Naya.
Tamina and Nia
Ooh,
will
to
be
me and
good.
I gonna be so many salty people. I'm here for
Because
it.
Samoa and Slaughterhouse? Yes. I like that
that's
name.
the team that's gonna make people the most upset and have the most heat.
Yes.
And y'all and people's not finna cancel the network.
And they
They
ain't finna
they
give. They
gonna
ain't
they
gonna give
gonna
a
want to see
damn.
Sasha and Bailey beat them bitches for the titles. Stop lying.
Like
I don't
everything.
care how much you
Like
hate Naya.
you need a heel that has heat for a good payoff for your baby face, and that's what people not understanding.
Yeah.
People so mad at Naya. They so upset that they don't realize that they used her in the Roman Reigns position in the Royal Rumble and it fucking worked.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
If they don't hurry up, they probably told her to tweet and say she didn't want them tag team belts because she knew she was gonna be the first champion. You ain't heard me. I just if Sasha Bailey win, I'll be happy because I love both of them. But to
Mm-hmm.
me, it'll be boring and then make all them bitches look weak. It ain't no point in having no tag team championships if this team who been back. I don't care how many matches they done had and who they are. Sasha just got helped out by the doctors. Oh, and now she finna go. Not in a regular match, mind you. First, in an elimination chamber match. When
Yeah.
you get thrown in the steel. This the team. Are you kidding me? 1.5 people.
1.5. Brood. 1.5.
And I love them to death. But that's how you bury a division, not make one. And then people saying the next people, they want to call them up from NXT or get Lita and Trish. So you know how dead the division is, and you ain't trying to make it better. You just want Bailey and Sasha to get their things, even though they have gotten things that some of the other girls that we stand still ain't got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want Nia and Tamina to win. I would love if Naomi and Carmella won. I think people would be pissed about that too
I
because it was
I
Best
would
Friend.
I wouldn't care even though I don't like them, even if the Iconics won. At this point, at this particular
Iconic.
point, because Sasha and Bailey are too weak of a team to be the first champions.
Like if you have Nia and Tamina as tag team champions, it's gonna make it interesting.
Is
It is.
everybody's going to hate it, and not only and so you don't have to use Sasha and Bailey to be the first babyface champs. You could probably take anybody and make them the first babyface champs because they gonna beat Nia at WrestleMania for them. Because I
Yeah.
definitely would change whoever it is. I would definitely change the titles to a babyface team at Mania. But what they talking about, it be certain it be certain hypocrisies going around.
Yeah.
Sasha and Bailey could be the ones facing them at WrestleMania. I just don't. Sasha, they need to have her rest if she's injured. Just to me, I just don't like that. I'm sorry. If it was a regular match and she was coming back against one team, they had a finals or something, they did a tournament and she was injured, but she just had to fight one team. She got to be five other teams, like all fucked up
Yeah.
in a structure like that. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
And the safety of it because yikes, like her shoulder
She
be like
shouldn't. She really
immobile.
shouldn't be competing.
Like her arm looks immobile. It looks bad.
It did. But they was
Whatever it
like,
was.
she's just selling. And I'm like, is she though? Because she's not on house shows either.
She's not on house shows. When you see her on her own time, she's in a cast. Her arm is like not moving.
So I don't know about this, Chief.
Chief, is that it?
Is that it? I don't
Chief
know.
said no. Chief said no,
We'll
it ain't it.
see. We'll see. I love him to death, but people, I just like, I'm be fine with it, but like, I don't know how that's gonna help all these other women who still got to wrestle in this division. If you
Yeah.
think they suck so much that none of them could possibly be the champions,
And my thing
what
is,
kind of
like on
matches is then?
SmackDown, it's like I understand Naomi is with Carmella, and I said I'm digging the partnership of those two, but I was thinking though, I was like, shit, if y'all ain't got nobody to face Oscar, I want to see Naomi face Oscar.
Uh,
Yes.
Like Naomi put on a fucking show Tuesday. Like I'm like, man, y'all talking about she ain't good now shit. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers shut up. Y'all don't know what the fuck
she
y'all talking
wasn't she because people seem to think that when you literally be giving wrestling matches in the middle of SmackDown to somebody, they'll think that if you're literally teaching somebody how to wrestle as you're working them, they might think you ain't. But
Now,
anyway,
I have to. I have a sidebar about that because it struck me as crazy. Mandy Rose has had more training time than Ronda Rousey has, and I don't understand why Ronda doesn't look nearly as confused as Mandy. Mandy put them elbows on somebody and was looking around like, "What happens now?"
about.
Like she looked so vacant behind the eyes, and I'm like, "Girl, like." I don't understand. Like for Ronda's inexperience, I very rarely see her like thrown off. And for some of the girls who are
What was Mandy's background before this? Because I'm
I
not a
don't know.
fan, so I didn't look
she
up.
did, I don't know, but I know she did like I did watch Tough Enough, so I feel like she was like a weightlifter or something to that effect, fitness modeling and things like
I
that.
can see that.
So she was
I can
like
see that.
in shape and looked good or whatever. Had enough surgery that it applied and
Oh my
um
god.
what she did she did but
So she wasn't necessarily an athlete who played sports. She was just in the
no, I
gym
think
a
she
lot.
did play sports. I what it was the reason why she got signed was because Paige made this girl Sarah Lee a star because Paige went off on Sarah Lee all the time and was so insufferable to watch. It was frustrating. I really didn't like
I
her.
watched some of that.
And
It wasn't insufferable. That girl sucked.
but no,
I
but
don't know.
Paige,
I don't know why y'all was on that girl's side. Sarah Lee was not cut
no,
out for the business, and Paige was telling the truth. Look what happened.
but no, there was a difference. Paige made it about herself. Like Daniel
Oh, I
Bryan,
would too. I'd be mad if that girl was on this show and I done busted my ass since I was
it
13. And here come this little nitwit and everybody like her for no reason.
no, I think if Paige had just ignored her, she would have gotten forgotten about and eliminated. But Paige drew so much attention to her that every single time that girl folded, it made her more endearing. That
To
was the
who?
problem. To
To
people who like mediocrity. I didn't
okay,
like
because
Sarah Lee. I didn't like Sarah Lee either. I definitely chose
I
Mandy over
hated
Sarah.
her with the fire of 1,000 suns.
No,
Her and ZZ.
Sarah
Sarah
Lee
Lee
was
and
the
ZZ.
worst. She
It's
was
like that's
the
the
worst.
worst tough enough ever known to man. The worst one because of
Her
those
and
two
ZZ, yes.
losers.
Yes. I
Sarah
was
Lee
frustrated
and
with both of
ZZ.
them. Yes, ZZ was
A
the worst.
plague on
And they
both
still
your
hired him
houses.
again. They gave him chances they would not give white people, I mean black people, because they hired him
Hell no.
again. And he just got he all he did was go there and eat Chipotle, bro.
If
Like
ZZ was black, he would have been cut during the auditions. If Sarah Lee was black, she would have been cut the first week. The
she
first
wouldn't
week.
even have made it here.
Now she might have made it because it's equivalent as a black pretty girl. They'll give her a chance. But as soon as they found out she didn't wasn't athletic at all, they would have been like, "My nigga, we need y'all to be athletic." Sorry.
But that was the thing. Like Mandy looked light years ahead of Sarah Lee because Mandy gave a little bit more like oomph,
Because
and
yeah.
she just looked like she fit the scene better. And so I just say that I was just kind of surprised when I was watching her give.
That's what
Not
you want to
last week.
do.
I didn't get to see this week's episode, but I think this was last week where I was just watching Mandy vacantly give somebody elbows, and I'm just like, why do you look so confused? right now. You have one job. One.
That's crazy.
So,
Oh Lord, I swear. Listen, somebody was talking about her against Oscar. I'm like, don't put her in the ring. Please don't put her in the
oh
ring.
no. Oscar would do what she did to Dana Brooke. Just have her dizzy.
Please,
Lost.
please don't
Oscar.
put. No, I don't know. Oscar seemed like she ain't with the shits no more. She like, look, I'm gonna fuck this little blonde girl up. She tweeted something to her, and it was just like a gif or something. But it was like, bitch, don't even try it, cause I will scalp you, bro. And I was like, damn, Oscar, she ain't with it. She like, not you. Don't play these
Os-
Twitter games over here. I will break your
Oscar.
jaw in real life.
Yes. I feel like Oscar's gimmick should be going, she work here for everyone. Because that took me down with Ember Moon. Ember Moon, she work here?
What she just said about herself, she since they took her off TV after she beat Becky, ain't that a bitch?
They took off TV.
Have you seen her on TV since
Yeah.
she beat Becky at the Royal Rumble? Because I have not.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
She
Who,
don't have a
Oscar?
match.
Oscar or Ember Moon?
Oscar, Ember Moon injured. She got injured in the Rumble, so
Oh
she
yeah,
hasn't.
she
Oh,
sure
she's gonna be out for
did.
like 9 months.
Yeah, she gone for a minute. We might
Yeah,
well.
that's
I hope
why I
that
ain't. That's one thing I ain't never understand. So I'm like, okay, so you have a woman who beat the man, who is the biggest act, who is the so-called biggest act on SmackDown,
and she
and
been taken off TV.
y'all ain't got nothing for her. If I'm Oscar, I'll be raising hell backstage. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And nobody's mentioned it. Nobody's brought it up.
And nobody's brought it up or nothing.
They showing packages of of Oscar like she about to debut.
I'll
I
be ra-
know. What is
if
this?
I'm telling you, if I was her, I'd be raising hell backstage. I'm like, y'all got me
But
fucked up.
I don't think Oscar. I don't think she's that upset about it because she probably rather be chilling than on TV doing something stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all got me fucked up, bro.
But I hope they find her an opponent after this
They
elimination
could have
chamber.
found her opponent after Roy Rumble, and it could have been Naomi. The fuck, man, get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here. They kill me, man.
They have the
I don't know.
elevation is low. The
Listen.
story is so
I've been
different.
optimistic, but I don't know. I'm just hoping for her to be in a multi woman match for the title at this point. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
So
So
what y'all? How y'all feel about Dean supposedly leaving? I wanted to talk about this supposedly, allegedly. Do y'all still think it's a work, or y'all think
I
it's over?
no, I think he's still leaving. And they apparently he had a moment with Seth that I missed on Raw, but people were talking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
was
they
hearing about
asked him.
that.
I
They
didn't see
said
that.
he was supposed to say more than what he supposedly said, but I guess he switched up and just basically told him to slay the beast, and then he left the ring. And I
Because
was confused because I was like, so he don't hate him no more all of a sudden. I said,
he
this is why
probably
I'm
don't.
pissed at WWE. I'm like, oh my god, y'all. I said WWE be switching like a motherfucker when it comes to these damn stories and these characters. They be switching like crazy, man. Give me fucking whiplash. Like all of a sudden he support. I said, you know how to make him go out as an asshole? Okay, make it seem like he got Seth back through the whole WrestleMania season, and then when he get there, he should screw Seth ass when he go against Brock Lesnar. That'd be some asshole shit right there. I said, make him. I said that should be. I said, I know another way to twist this motherfucking story around. Shit. I said, why am I
Well,
only thinking
no,
about
they're
this
not
shit?
gonna. If he's really leaving, they're not gonna put that. His goal is to now put other people over. He's not. They're
No,
not gonna give him all
you
that
know because you
sauce
know
to
what they're
leave.
building. Do you know? Y'all know what they building up to at WrestleMania. He had to do that. You don't see it coming.
I see it. I see it. Gonna be some bullshit, but I see it.
But in real life, they brothers, and so hey, listen. All I care about is seeing Roman at WrestleMania. So, however we get there,
The
however
pop,
I
we
don't think
get
he's
there,
gonna be
I
at
do not
WrestleMania.
care.
the
I
pop.
I,
If he
don't.
shows
And
up,
then,
the
and it
fucking
might
pop.
be legitimately the last time they in the same ring together for some years. I might cry if it happens.
I just want to see Roman looking all healthy and just looking good in the
I
beard.
don't think he's gonna be at
Shit.
WrestleMania.
You don't?
No, you didn't. I mean,
Okay.
he looked exhausted at that second meet and greet.
I know.
So I don't think he can deal with the high stress situation, nor do I think it's smart to deal with the high stress situation
I
of
don't either.
WrestleMania.
I mean,
So
only he
I
knows
I
what he
I,
can.
I would be surprised and happy if he were there, but I'm not. I've like conditioned myself that he won't be there.
I mean,
Okay.
only he knows what he can and cannot handle. But I want
That's
to talk
fair.
about. I want to talk about that damn meet and greet too. Oh Lord,
Who's the bitch?
he
Let
made.
her.
He stay
Why won't
making
she
these
expose
motherfuckers eat.
herself?
He's
You know why she won't? I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon. If I found out I wouldn't tweet her, I would just block her and
Block
move
who?
on. Whoever sexually assaulted him
oh
at the meet and greet, because that's what that was. And this man going through cancer. How dare you sexualize him at a time like this? Like, I know it's a gorgeous man, but damn, can he breathe? Can he be a human being
But like,
for
you
one?
have to know that shit's not appropriate. Like, you have to know. Like, how could you? Damn, Elimination Chamber is trash because we haven't talked about it yet.
I don't give a damn about that fucking pay per view shit.
Exactly, it's trash.
Like, I don't have the network, so I don't know.
Oh no, you can't
I mean, right before the income tax check hit, you got to start tightening up the budget
stop
in preparation. But
Bruh.
no, I'm probably gonna watch it.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I
listen,
just
I'm still hyped for WrestleMania, but it's like, yeah, this ain't it.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's just that. Okay, these are the two issues I have with Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. With like the road to WrestleMania, I should say. One, it's really hard because they generally don't deviate from what they've kind of set up for WrestleMania. I don't really see them deviating much. They try to add stuff in to make these next few pay per views exciting because we still have Fastlane and then we're gonna have WrestleMania. So they're trying to do stuff to make it saucy so that it's not like 4 months of us just knowing exactly what's gonna happen and when. But it's kind of like weird because it's like they're doing all this extra stuff to make it saucy, but we know they're still gonna do what they said they were gonna do in the beginning. So it's like it's kind of hard to get invested because we know Ronda's not gonna lose the title. We know that like what I'm saying. Like some of the matches are just gonna be what they're gonna be. So I think it's just hard to invest too much energy into. The only thing I'm really interested in is the women's tag team titles because that's something that like we don't know what the next step is.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh well, never mind.
Yeah.
No,
I
you
don't
guys.
know.
What? So you guys are into the road to WrestleMania?
Well,
Like it.
I'm still. I'm on the. I don't know. I need to see more.
I'm hopeful. I really am. But like,
Like I'm
it's
still
certain,
watching WrestleMania, but I need to. I want to see it. I want to
it's
see it
certain things
continuously.
that like, yeah.
I
If
want to see it.
certain things like,
Yeah, I want to. I want to continue to. I want all the stories to continue to amp up on the road. On the road to WrestleMania. That's what I'm looking for.
it seems like they run out of ideas.
Yeah, it's like I was like, man, if Dean was saying, it's so many ways that you can do this. So many fucking ways. So many ways. I keep coming back to Dean
I love
because that feud hurt my soul. How they fucked it up, it just hurts my soul. It really
They had a
does.
whole layup and it just ruined it.
It's like I'm not finna let them get away with this. I'm not finna let them get away with that. I refuse.
I mean, I was expecting it because they fucked the first one up.
True.
So
Yep, the way it ended.
God
and
damn fuck. God damn.
that is and it's going to it's going to keep like they can't not fuck up something related to the shield. And
Damn,
see,
man.
It's
like
not.
that's our
If they don't
that's
fuck
our
it up,
punishment for them doing it right the first time when they first dropped, when they first hit the roster. They did it so right.
They did.
And this has been our punishment ever since they broke up. They have fucked up everything with all three of them. This is
yeah,
get
and it's
back.
so
This
many
is
ways, it's
punishment.
so many stories that they
yeah.
can do, especially involving Seth, like with Roman or Dean being a bad guy or a good guy, and just every time Seth just do some fucked up shit, be like, "You the reason why we ain't the same no more, bitch."
Bruh. I do want Kofi to win Elimination Chamber.
He might.
I
Hell.
do. So do I.
When
Either
he
there.
charged up and said 11 years I can fight, I felt it in my heart. I didn't watch SmackDown because my coworkers had a little happy hour going away for me to that Tuesday, and I was very excited about it. But so I came home and I just got on Twitter because I was like, oh shoot, SmackDown. Like I didn't see what happened. And I just caught that like gif and I was like, oh, okay, I need to watch this. So I couldn't find anything that night. And then in the morning I was able to find the full match on YouTube. Like, and so I watched it and like, bro, by the time it was done, I was like choked up. And I'm pretty sure it's just because I'm in an emotional period in my life, period, because it's just like, I'm moving. But watching Kofi and just knowing how hard he worked, knowing how good he is. And I think that's the part that really gets lost in this because we're not saying he deserves it just because he's been there long. We're saying he's been good enough. Like the way he looks and the look in his eyes is different. He is just like he knows he's quality championship material. Like, you know what I mean? And I really, really, really want him to win. And I'm not gonna lie, I will be disappointed. I'm rooting for him the same way I've been rooting for Naomi for years. It's almost enough to make me take back all of my new day annoyance.
Girl, it took mine away completely because I've always been a Kofi Kingston fan. When I would peek back in, first time I saw him, I was like, "Who is this little?" Like, okay, let's see what this they found him another black wrestler. Let's see, because being black, I'm sorry. Every time a black wrestler come out, you be like, "Who they is? What is they about?" Please don't suck. Please don't suck.
Yes, that's the truth. Like, don't you dare.
And Kofi, when he came out, I think I saw him at the first WrestleMania, and he was in the Money in the Bank match, and he was doing some crazy shit. And I was like, "Oh yeah, we can keep this one too." Yes. And then I saw him with his stuff with Randy Orton.
Yeah,
he was great. He messed up one time.
Randy Orton snitched.
Racist. But I mean, bro, at for a certain point, I'm just kind of like, how much of it is racism and how much of it is just like politics?
Big politics.
Because, like,
It's
look at
politics.
how hard he freaking hit Mustafa, bro. I just watch them niggas side eye because they be the ones. We just hear too much asshole stories for me to like be shocked that Mustafa Ali got injured right before a big match that could have catapulted his career. Because high key, it seems very obvious that Kofi's getting the Mustafa spot.
Yeah.
And that would have Randy shut it down. I'm speculating, but I just like Randy a lot.
Girl, I'll come out and say the motherfucker injured him on purpose. Who the fuck is he? Fucking Maggie.
He doesn't hit people that hard. I never see Randy.
Ever in my life have I heard about Randy Orton injuring somebody.
He does not slip up like that.
Not on purpose, anyway.
Yeah, like that. He doesn't slip up like that. Like that's weird. Like that's just not what Randy does.
And you best believe he'd rather have Kofi.
I think the only time he actually intentionally tried to hurt somebody was Kofi back then when he got him.
Yes, I guess that's
the one that we know of.
Making up for it.
That's the one that we know of.
But he tried it with the Shield.
Oh yeah,
I love telling them he tried this. You remember that little weird period between they run where they was just off pay-per-views for no reason? Yes. Randy Orton did that. Jealous ass bitch. Still, he didn't. I hate him. I hated him for a long time for plenty of reasons.
So we all want Kofi to win?
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't be mad if Daniel Bryan wins, but I want Kofi to at least be the one of the last people, so he can have. And he already pinned Daniel Bryan, so he'll have a reason to say, "I need to get you. Ain't got no WrestleMania opponent." And then they put him in a number one contendership match at Fastlane. They can have him win that and go to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I would be fine with that too. But I want Kofi.
Xavier Woods is working his ass off right now.
Who is Xavier Woods?
Xavier Woods.
Oh.
He is working his ass off right now for Kofi because he like I've heard it very much said that Xavier has a lot of pull backstage because he's always helping people with their gimmicks and all that kinds of stuff and doing this, that, and the third. I have I just know that he's seen that championship within reach, and he's the one who got New Day formed. He's the one who got New Day what they are. I 100% believe he's working his ass off trying to get Kofi that championship right now.
And I hope he succeeds. Black excellence. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes.
Lord, let's get it.
I love the fact that he wagered his whole job off the fact that he can get Kofi Kingston booed, and he was right, and he did. So I really, really hope I know Xavier Woods is like a mad scientist right now trying to make this work, but I really hope Kofi gets this. It just seeing him on Tuesday just lit a fire under me about him that I haven't had in a long time.
Girl, because we gave up hope. I gave up hope right after the Randy Orton feud, actually. I was just like, well, I'll just enjoy him until he no longer wrestles. That's really what it came down to. And it's sad. And then he got a New Day, and I was like, yes, he finally gonna be featured in like with a purpose and pushed. Cause he was just like there. He would be like, in a tag scene with some random person, and there'll be champions here and there, and
yes.
But he would always be the one to get sent out to get beat up or break up brawls. And I was like,
or be a transitional champion. Yeah.
Right. He better than this. Why is y'all?
Yeah. And that was the thing. That was the thing that got, and Biggie tweeted it, and it's exactly right. It's like you forgot. Because I love the way they big him up. Like, he's one of the best to ever do it. Like, don't you forget. You know what I mean? Like, and their respect for him is so palpable. I don't know. I can't remember where the video is, but I can find it if anybody really is interested. There's a video with the New Day, and they were all going to like one of the WrestleManias, and they were like, "Yeah, it's great seeing all the legends, sitting with the legends and Kofi's with them." They're like, "Yeah." And then and Biggie and Xavier Woods goes, "Yes, Biggie and I loved sitting next to all the legends." Like, and it was very obvious they meant Kofi as well. Yeah. And Kofi got like a little emotional by that. And it's just, but I think the bigger thing here was how good Kofi is, because we don't see that side. Like, we never, this man has been, and he said it, when's the last time you saw him in a singles match? So for him to show up, because he's ready to come out there and do a whole 60 minutes. He is ready, and he is good enough, and he deserves that championship, because he would do. I firmly believe he will elevate the championship and make it like, he won't just get it and like sit there with the championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I 100% believe that he's capable of that, and I really, really, I don't know. It just lit a fire.
It's not too many people in that locker room that you can be like, hey. Well, tonight we need you to wrestle for an hour and be entertaining, and they come through. It's just not
at talent
at that level. No,
and that's exactly when he said, "You stay ready, so you don't got to get ready." I thought of Tyler, because of exactly that kind of mentality of like, just let's stop glorifying mediocrity. Like, I don't know, Tyler, that struck a chord in me. We need to stop glorifying mediocrity. No more. No more.
I kind of feel like. That's why you have some people that's like loving what Shaw's doing right now, because she ain't apologizing for that shit
at all, and she don't need to.
It's like nobody at this point. It's like I want to get behind somebody like that. I'm through this underdog shit. Like, when I say I'm done with that underdog bullshit. I'm over it.
Done with the underdogs.
Cause it's like
exactly.
Because like some of the wrestlers that I was a fan of in the Attitude Era, I can't relate to them, but I was supposed to. They're characters. They're larger than life characters for a reason.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. You're right.
You weren't supposed to be able to relate to them. You could be inspired by them and wanting to be great like them, but they're characters. Just like I can't relate to Iron Man or fucking Batman or fucking Thor or whatever. I'm not supposed to.
Well, you know what? I don't know, because I relate to Thor so goddamn much. You know what I mean? I be like, damn.
Well, I guess
Why
movies.
store in my diary?
Exactly.
I
Like,
guess like movies
what is
are
going on?
different. I guess movies are different, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
No, for
Yeah, I
real.
know what you're saying. You can but see, here's you can relate to somebody's story or their character, their personality. But I don't think you should be like, hey, they're just like me, an average bug. No,
hell
you
no.
should not
Yeah,
be like anybody can walk off the street and do this.
Yeah.
These
exactly.
are the
I
best of the
relate to
best.
Nia Jax, but I don't think I can do what Nia Jax is doing.
Thank you. And shit, when I wanted to wrestle, I knew that shit was gonna be fucking hard, and I was gonna have to like train like a motherfucking Olympic. These motherfuckers are doing that. They train like they finna be in the Olympics all the fucking
Yeah.
time. They have special diets and supplements, and this day we do this. And oh God, they have a schedule for working out. No,
Did
no,
you
thanks.
see
That's not the average person.
at all? It is not. I mean, and did you see that catering? It costs WWE $20,000 a week for catering.
Of course, they got all these big beefy high
But it's not
metabolism.
just them. They also feed the staff as well.
Yeah.
But Taz, I was listening on one of Taz's podcasts, and something he said that was really interesting to me. So they're talking about the catering, and they're like, basically, they have all the healthy food and stuff like that, and typically the wrestlers are eating that, and whoever else is on a diet, and like then they have like the regular food that the pretty much the staff who's not walking around shirtless and speedos eat because they can. But they said like if Vince McMahon's around, do not pick up dessert. If any of the McMahon is around, do not pick up dessert. It's just real serious. Like you have to figure out where they are. I find that hilarious to know that you gotta watch if Vince McMahon sees you pick up dessert. It's a problem.
Wait a minute, you can't eat dessert. Even if you
If Vince
telling me
McMahon's
Finn
around,
Balor can't have a cookie.
if Vince McMahon's around, he was like, you better not. Like if Vince catches you eating dessert, it's a
See,
wrap.
now that's something I cannot. I'll be fired, man. Fuck that shit, Vince. I'm gonna live my life the way I want now.
Tyler, y'all saw me get bread and lose my mind. Fresh made home bread. There's no way you can tell me to stay away from the dessert table.
I can't live like
no.
this. This is not
But
the
I
way.
thought that was really funny. I had no idea.
I'm not surprised at all, though. I mean,
No.
look at these folks.
No.
I don't know. Like people, when people was talking about, you can relate to Daniel Bryan. What part? Dating one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, or being a world class athlete. Which part
Yeah.
can you relate to?
Actually, facts. Daniel Bryan. This is my thing too, because it's like people like because Daniel Bryan isn't like a Roman Reigns drawn character book, like comic book looking man. They almost think like, oh well, he's regular. He's like us. He is not. He pulled a whole Bella twin.
He's cute though. Ain't nothing like I don't know.
Yeah, he is really cute.
He's shaggy, but he alright. I don't see he ain't like he hideous. He cute. And he got this adorable all shucks quality about him, which let him
No,
be
really,
him.
it's mad fake. I've been watching him on Total Divas. He's hella arrogant. That's why this character.
He is. Man, I'm telling you, him talking to, I be wanting to slap him when he talks to Nikki Bella sometimes.
Bruh, he will fire Nikki up. And Nikki don't even know. That's what makes it funny and horrible because she be sitting there just taking it on the chin like, like Nikki's. And I will say this, Nikki has gotten a lot smarter than John Cena. Let's be very real here. She was dumb.
You say that she gotten a lot smarter, or was she just dumbing herself down? You saw how control John. You can't tell me this man gave her how many page contract to live. That man was controlling. She couldn't be herself. Could nobody be theyself around a John Cena type of person.
Actually, you know what?
I wouldn't come over his house. Period. If that's how he act in real life, and you gotta wear your suit and your coat and this and it, that's all right. I don't want dinner. I'm not even hungry.
I don't even want dinner. Bitch, I'll starve. Gonna give me all these rules.
Tyler, you still there, baby?
Yeah.
Oh, because I ain't heard you say nothing. Did you have to? You still gotta get up early in the morning?
No, I'm off. This weekend, Friday.
Oh, look out then. Okay,
what?
I'm just.
She's about to stay up till 10 p.m. now. She's about
Y'all
to be on the wild side.
Cause
Is this
I mean,
10:05? Bitch, I'm
we
up.
keep talking shit.
Uh,
Actually, I got to pack.
you still
I
ain't
move.
packed yet.
I move in 1 week. Well, not a little over a week. It's weird because I'm giving all of my furniture, my TV, and everything to my friend because she's moving out at the same time, and I couldn't deal with strangers coming in to look at my things. So I said, "God bless you," but it makes it harder to pack because I can't get rid of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I'm only moving with just like I'm literally moving with my clothes and like
So
personal effects,
there
not really
isn't.
like I'm not shifting a bunch of stuff.
There's not like a Salvation Army or something that can take some of your stuff.
I'm giving it all to my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm giving her like my bed and my TV and everything. So she's, she when I first moved out, she gave me a whole dining room set because she ended up having an extra because her parents something happened with her parents ordering a set, whatever, whatever, and I get a whole free set. So I was like, you know what, return the favor. Here's everything. And she has a son too, so I feel really happy because that's like one less thing she has to worry about, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm actually making my friends come over to help me pack. That's how we're gonna hang out now because everybody wants to go out to happy hours and drinks and bars and stuff, and then I come home and I go to sleep because I'm exhausted and I go back to work and then I don't pack. So now everybody's coming to my house like, hey, want to hang out, play with my cat while I put these things away.
I was like, you want to come help me pack?
Yes, literally, that's what we're doing. So, I move next. The Thursday the 28th is like my moving day officially, where I fly home and everything, and I'll be back at the office on the 1st. I'm not even taking any time off. So we're going like a mad woman right now.
Yeah, that's good.
See, the thing about I don't think there's anything wrong with being an underdog though. It's just everybody like why does everybody like it should be a special
Everybody's
story.
fresh
No,
claws.
like there's nothing wrong with being an underdog, but like for so many wrestlers, it's starting to look like it's the go-to to get people to
I
cheer
feel
them.
you. I feel you.
And
It's
I'm
like
just
it's
like
almost
the
like a category of wrestler now.
Yes.
Top
yeah.
10 underdog wrestlers in the WWE.
It's like the most easiest thing for people to do now. It's like, man, same formula over and over again.
I do. I hope they like
I have a question.
yeah.
So, who do you truly think is an underdog right now?
Shit. It ain't a
Dana
lot.
Brooke.
Dana Brooke could be one.
She
Most
can't even get
definitely.
on TV like in real life.
Yeah.
Like she probably is one of the ones that
Are you talking about a fake? Well, Seth Rollins is actually because he's facing Brock Lesnar, he is actually an underdog.
Hmm.
yeah,
He is.
storyline wise.
Yes, in the storyline, he is actually because like Brock already mopped the ring with him
Bruh,
easily.
he couldn't even. Roman used to get them beatings on a weekly basis for months.
Roman at
Seth
least
got one and said, I have to take some rehab time. Thanks.
Roman at
What?
least pop him in the mouth with a Superman punch before he get L5 usually.
I don't know. I I don't know. I'm
I'm saying in the story he is. Of course,
yeah.
I think he's gonna beat him because it's Seth.
I'll be pissed.
You'll be
And I'm
mad if
gonna
he beats. I will.
Roman had to do it 80 times
It will leave a sour taste in my mouth if his first time against Brock, he gets to beat him, and Roman got two, and they couldn't pull the trigger. Especially
yeah.
considering last year, it is kind of shitty and further proof of who the real chosen one is. But it is what it is, though.
I
Yeah,
I'm.
guess.
it is what it is.
I'll be salty. I will.
I
I
will
will
be
I will
too.
tweet my displeasure.
I've been praying that the match is the worst match of the night. I'm serious. Unless they add Finn Balor or something, I'm not. I'm dead serious. I don't want him to get that accolade, and Roman don't got it. I can be petty all I want to. He snaked Roman's first WrestleMania moment. I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
I literally don't remember what else is on the Elimination Chamber. I'm trying to think off of memory right now, and I'm just like,
They
I
When
got.
I
literally
tell you, when I
I
tell
have
you,
the
I forgot
website
there
up.
was.
Y'all just ain't never wanted to talk about it.
When I tell y'all, I almost forgot that Elimination Chamber was this Sunday. Like I literally forgot. Like I was shocked. I said we just got through with the damn Royal Rumble. These pay per
You want
views
to
so
you
damn
want to
close
hear some
together.
of these bathroom break matches?
yeah,
Sure.
We're going to get Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley
trash.
for the IC title.
Could care
We're gonna
less either way.
get Strowman versus Corbin in a no
Piss.
qualification match.
Trash.
I could have sworn Drew McIntyre had a match, but I don't think he does. I don't see it on here.
I
Hold on.
I will wake up for Bobby Lashley's match when he's fighting Leo Rush. That is a match I want to see.
And of course, we kind of talked about the men because I mean, like,
We ain't got shit going
I'm
on.
fine with whatever. If Kofi comes out the match looking like a contender for the belt, I'll be fine. Otherwise, I want him to win.
Uh-huh.
So ain't nobody else to talk about in there.
Is that
The
all the matches for real?
Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. We talked about that. The Usos versus Shane and the Miz, and like it's still on the website, so it's still happening as of now.
I mean,
It's hard to call. I'm not. I think we can absolve ourselves from calling it because of the circumstances. We don't really know what's going on. And
Yeah.
then
I don't like. Okay, Miz and Shane had a thing. It was cute. There was a climax, but as champions, I don't care for them. Like as a team, like outside of the story of them getting together and Miz's little redemption story and all
you
that
like this
stuff,
is cute.
I don't.
Let's end it.
Yeah, like I don't care anymore. Like
I feel you.
it's just this thrown together team, and I just don't. So I would personally like for the Usos to win just because they're the only credible tag team in that match.
Yeah, and I mean, I still don't know if the police jump out the window and charge him with something. Yeah, I don't know, or he end up getting suspended because of it. It's been a weird month, so I'm just gonna abstain from making a prediction on that one. I don't even care too much about, but like I agree with you with Shane and him. I didn't even care that they were getting together.
Exactly.
So if the match happens, I want the Usos to win, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the cruiserweight champion Buddy Murphy, which I always like.
Forgot about him.
I always no. I be trying to. My brain wants to say Buddy Mercury every time, every single time. I have to force myself to say Murphy versus versus Akira Tozawa, and that's the kickoff match.
It
And
sure is. They gonna do nothing but flip, and I'm tired.
ooh, the disrespect.
Is
So
it?
that's the card. That's the card.
So we
So,
really did talk about what mattered. We
but
didn't ignore it.
the elimination chamber matches are going to be like probably going for like at least 30 or 40 minutes, both of them. Like even if they make the women's match short, like all of those women have to stay in the pod for 5 minutes. So that's like 20 minutes each. And then so a bulk of the pay-per-view gonna be the chamber matches. It's never really a big card, this pay-per-view. Because of that, especially they have 2 elimination chambers. They're gonna make it short because WrestleMania gonna be 12 hours long this year. That's what they're not telling us.
Bruh, WrestleMania every year. Next year,
It's gonna be all day.
What is this? This year's WrestleMania 35, right?
Yep.
So the WrestleMania 36 kickoff show is gonna start on April 7th. It's
We'll
like
start the day before.
they're just gonna start it right as soon as the match is over. The kickoff of next year's WrestleMania because it gets longer every time. Like it's out of control. Like that's what people like. My friends and I are going back and forth because obviously I'm gonna be at home for WrestleMania, so they're like, you coming with us? We're going. I'm just like, nigga, it's cold. MetLife is an open stadium. I'm not
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
see the no. I'm gonna go home with a good camera angle and the warmth. Like I'm just and then traffic's gonna be a nightmare. No, not worth it. I'll rather go to Barclays because I can take the train. Um, I don't know, man. Like I'm just ready for Fastlane. I'm gonna care because Fastlane directly affects WrestleMania. But I'm not really excited about. I mean, outside of the women's chamber match and the men's chamber match, I really don't care about the pay per view because everything else feels inconsequential.
And it is for the most part. A lot of this is. It's
Yeah, I
like they
think
have to have a 3 or 4 hour show.
We gotta watch Mandy Rose be vacant in that cage. She's gonna be like, "What is this?
What the
Where's the
arrest
spot?"
happened last weekend or the wait a minute. House. So you telling me this arrest didn't just happen?
Wait, what
It
happened?
happened. Somebody posted in the thread. Supposedly the arrest happened last weekend or the weekend before last.
Oh, when they were in Detroit.
Yeah. What? So
Bruh, so TMZ just did this to be petty.
so. Oh man, if they don't get the fuck out of here,
That so not so
I was
also to
worried.
win because this happened 2 weeks ago. They would have gotten punished if there was a real issue.
TMZ ain't shit.
They really did this just to mess, like
They
just
didn't
to.
put the date that it happened. They didn't give the context in that article at all. You know what? I'm
they
gonna
did.
stop because they did. The TMZ is exactly why people is a doubt about Justice Smollett's because they came out with these informations and said according to reports and this that and the other. Okay, you know what? When you know what I miss really seriously when I was a kid, people believed the news. Like for real. And TMZ has journalists and they're verified as a news organization. When you
Yeah.
report on people's deaths and obituary, you have a certain amount of validity. And the fact that they just sometimes they put shit up
Sometimes
like they still a tabloid and they know
they
they
are
did.
they are a tabloid. We be giving too much people staying and respect.
They are.
Why is Piers Morgan a whole commentator on? Like why? Like we be giving anybody who Stacey Dash is proof. Anybody who says speaks with a measured tone becomes a commentator and becomes
You
like
know
a
who's
public opinion.
who
Like you know what I mean? Like they hold
the
all of a
more
sudden they
than
have the
that
court of public opinion on their
that
side.
chick,
Like
what's her name? Candace Owens. She's
oh my
big
god,
proof.
like
Like,
who is that?
who is it? Who is
Yes, like
it?
why are we taking her opinion so seriously? No, freaking it was
Some
Kanye's
bitch just
fault.
popped up talking some racist shit about her own people.
No, it
First
was
of
Kanye's
all,
fault. Kanye's the one who put her in the line in the spotlight
yeah,
because he was the one who
Candace
talked about
Owens
her.
makes a lot of nah. That's that MK Ultra whatever that brainwashing shit. That's what that is.
Like,
I
high key, high
ain't-
key. My nigga's malfunctioning.
it's
That's
something
crazy.
going on.
Yeah, but
With
they ain't fucking that's why I really ain't been, tripping over the whole article thing because I don't think they released what really went on.
they released half informations like
Exactly, because I'm like, what the cop do? He had to provoke Jimmy to get because Jimmy know he should not
Lord,
be squaring up against no damn cop.
listen.
So they had to do
Somebody
something.
came in my mentions.
Oh,
Oh,
trouble.
some. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Like right
Talking
now.
about yes, talking about gay people can be hateful, and it's that and other. And like they can lie and their profile says female 19 Christian conservative blocked. Why the fuck are you in my? Oh, I hate these people. No, but who asked? Who sent for you?
That's a nice shower.
Gross. I hate when people do that. Nobody asks for your opinion. It's not like I go in your little area of Twitter and contradicts all the lies you tell. I just read and be like, oh, that's what y'all believe. Okay.
I'm seeing y'all tweeting Trisha Paytas, but she blocked me for calling her racist years ago.
She is
So I can't
racist.
Block you for calling her
So
racist?
I can't see what she said that y'all.
It's some white chick who literally sits down on the kitchen floor and eat, and people listen to her for
cry.
some reason.
Oh, I know what you talking about.
She cry.
Yeah. She said she come to WWE, and I was like, "Who the fuck is you?" And then people was telling me, I was like, "And why does she want to come to WWE for?"
She's just doing that to get attention. She literally does whatever she can to get attention. She just tweets outrage things. I got blocked when she made her video about like rapping. She rapped the "Fuck the Police" song and was saying all the niggers, and was basically had a whole video. It was like, I don't understand why I can't say nigger. It's a song and whatever, blah 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 blah. And like,
I know who's yeah, yeah. I remember her from that, and she can say it, and I would like her to come closer. While she said, I'll explain. She'll know exactly why she cannot say it. Once I'm done explaining it to her. She looks like a fucking pig. I don't know why. Let's just, and racist people, I don't mind talking about them because they fucking evil anyway. The bitch supports Trump. Like to me, they are so persecuted. But listen, these motherfuckers are supported by Nazis, Russians, and the KKK. If you support Trump, I don't want to hear your fucking side. Your side don't matter. Feel persecuted. I don't give a fuck. You can put every little smug, racist white teenager on every cover you can to tell their side of the story. They're gonna be school shooters. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the opinions of these people. They don't give a fuck about my opinion. And that's the shit that pissed me off. And it be the same shit. These same motherfucking people who would say, yes, Queen, she coming to WWE. These the same people under Naomi talking about how disappointed. Shut your white ass up. I'm so disappointed. If you don't suck a dick real quick.
Miss.
It's Black History Month, so let's dig. Ooh, I can't stand these folks. They have been, these white folks, people don't realize. And it be some black people be like, oh, they be like, why is everything about race?
Yeah, people saying Black History Month been fucking. So people been showing their ass on Black History Month.
It's sabotage. This was a coordinated strike. Make no mistake, we was too fucking happy last year because we got Black Panther. We showed out.
Last year, Black History Month was lit. Like every day was fire.
We celebrated too much.
Yeah,
I didn't get that. I was like, what the fuck? We can't celebrate the fact that we ain't depicted as fucking slaves and
those
shit.
white people. Wakanda's not a real place, and so neither is Hogwarts. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Bitch, yes.
Star Wars is fake. It's all made up, bitch.
Exact same energy. Yes.
I said y'all go to these movies. I said y'all go to these movie theaters dressed up as Harry Potter characters and fucking Star Wars characters, and we can't dress in our little dashikis and shit. Oh, like y'all.
That's why I'm glad that they went. The pressure was put on AEW to speak about fans saying this fucked up shit. And then for Cody Rhodes' white privilege ass to say this is a dated issue. But he showed in a matter of minutes, he changed his mind and said we're releasing a statement because his wife said if you don't shut the fuck up, he got a real
yeah. Yeah.
Because the turnaround was amazing.
Yes.
You notice how quiet Corey Graves was these past two. He ain't really say nothing to get nobody to tweet about him and be mad, did he?
No.
Because he acted a damn asshole on Sunday. Did y'all see that shit?
He was going...
talking about poor people. And, I mean, he went all off. Defended that dude, I forget his name. He played Hugh Morris, but that Bill DeMott defended
Yeah.
Bill DeMott, who was let go for sexually harassing people while he
Yeah.
was training and
I
saying
saw a
racist shit.
picture.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what did Bill DeMont do?
Bill DeMott. At one point, I saw a picture of the
It was
guys were naked in the ring, and I remember seeing the picture, and I was like shocked because I was like, "That why does this picture exist?" Two of the wrestlers
that
were
was
naked in the
punishment.
ring, and they did it as a personal dare. I think they had a match or something like that. They did it as a personal dare to get out of exercising because he would over exercise everyone to the point of injury all the time. People were
Yes.
constantly getting injured because he would have them doing an insane amount of squats and insane amount
And,
of
but
stuff
you know why? Because he was bitter. Because he wasn't nothing. He wasn't nothing more
than Hugh Morris.
than hey, remember that dude from WCW?
Yeah.
That's why. And he was,
He was the worst.
and people got
Les
better.
worst.
Everybody got better. Everybody
Yeah.
started wrestling better when he left.
Yeah, literally the uptake and it was a lot of pressure put to get him fired because it took a long time
A long
because
as
it's been a
cause you
lot of
know
pressure.
why, right? Because he was friends with Triple H.
Yeah,
And
he got John Cena's coach fired, who like John Cena's friend, who was like doing a lot of stuff and trying to prevent injuries and teaching everybody how to train and how to prevent injuries. He got him fired. It was like a
motherfucker,
whole
when
lot
they
of work.
said he used to come up there to the training facility with a gun, and he was doing that shit in the new PC area where there was cameras, it it was only a matter of time. They couldn't
They
keep
couldn't
him
pretend
any
it.
longer.
Yeah, they couldn't pretend they didn't see what was happening.
Yeah, because it was gonna be on camera.
So Bill DeMont was trash. That's why he,
And
had to go.
and and Corey Grace talking about, oh, back in my day, nigga, you my age. What the fuck?
Corey Graves is another Hugh Morris. Like his in ring career, what do you have to speak of? Yes, you were in Indies, but you didn't set it on fire. You were in NXT, but you did not set it on fire.
He
Like
was never gonna set it on fire.
so, it's like Corey Graves. You are what Ty Dillinger is. You are never going to be anything, regardless. So
What
all that
kills
energy
me,
is just like to chill out.
a part of his commentary that kills me, and he think he being like Bobby Heenan, but he's not. Isn't anybody struggling in a match? They're having a hard time. He always say they should just give up and live to fight another day. Oh, like you did. Is that your veteran advice? Shut the fuck up. I wish he would stop saying I really it irritates me. Somebody in the submission and they trying to hold on. They should just give up. It's the damage to their body is too much. Shut up. Just because you fragile and you broke. Lord,
Ooh,
forgive me.
ooh, woo!
Forgive me. I'm gonna cut myself out because you are not done with me. But these racist men, and he another one. I don't white people, they got all them tattoos on them. They gonna have to prove it to me because I don't trust them.
Bro,
I need to
no,
see
he already
all of
made
them.
uncomfortable comments about why Titus O'Neil couldn't be Universal. I mean, not Universal, couldn't be United States champion
What he
because
said about
we
Titus?
couldn't represent him. He's like he couldn't represent us, and Booker T was looking at him like, "What do you mean he can't represent you?" And he's
That's
like,
stupid.
he's not. He doesn't have the caliber of a champion. All these
Oh,
like sketchy
and
words he was saying.
That's stupid.
Booker, when Booker, you don't remember when they had Booker T on commentary with Corey,
Uh-huh.
and Booker T looked like
Booker, I'm telling you, Booker,
not out
every
of Corey Grace.
every time Booker would just give Corey this look like he just wanted to slap the shit out of him just because. Like
Let
he
me
just
tell
wanted to
you,
slap him.
you
It
don't
was
remember
so
that?
funny.
That's when I
Funny.
stopped. That when Booker T was on commentary, that's when I started noticing slick shit. Booker T get along with everybody.
Yeah.
Why is he giving this man a look like he about to smack the fire? And I'm telling you, Booker got off of commentary because they were gonna have to whoop his ass. They laughed about it, but Booker, now you weren't acting, Booker. Booker gave this nigga
Booker
like
was, and I 100% believe Booker will wash him in a fight. Even now, Booker T still got abs, and Booker T still is in great shape. He ain't gonna
Booker
replace
T gonna
nobody.
smack the soul out that motherfucker and rattle his brain around some more.
It's crazy.
This mother somebody somebody told him to stop, please stop talking. He went on a tirade about how he swallowed a bottle of fentanyl, and I responded to him. It seemed like you swallowed a couple of them tonight, player.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, what's going
Understand,
on? What is going on?
understand that a lot of people that was black was clapping back at him, but he only responded strategically to white people for a reason,
Yeah.
because he knew he couldn't respond to us without going there. I
Yeah.
said, and this was happening during the Grammy. So I mean, is he trying to get? Is he trying to get somebody? Like, what is the point of this? The company didn't put him. Somebody like WWE didn't say go drunk on Twitter and troll fans. What?
I mean, but this is his first time acting like this because he went on a
No,
whole tirade when CM Punk lost and started talking about, and like he has this continuous habit of saying what punk rock is, and I just punk rock was always about like doing your own thing. I don't understand what since when punk rock was about loyalty and all that. Like that, if anything,
I
that
want
was
to
about being
know.
anti-loyal. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and he
But
just
how
keeps
he gonna be
invoking these.
punk rock and then talk about it ain't no reason to still be on food stamps?
Right.
Oh, being a
I mean, it's not like
conservative
you're
is
a
punk
whole
rock.
adult with insurance and co-pays. Nigga, shut up. You ain't punk rock. You haven't been punk rock for a very long time.
If ever.
He 100% strikes me as one of those elitist punks who's a
He is the
poser
type. He is the
because he's the one
type.
who's to gatekeep and wonder if and like
Yes.
if you're a black fan, you have to
Yes.
prove your punkness because
Yes.
God forbid you like punk rock music and here
Yes.
God help you if you like a rap song too because then that means you're fake.
Yes.
Like I see it on him. I've dealt with people like him since high school. I could care like I see that energy. I know exactly who he is. I don't know. Corey Graves, I feel like in the beginning, everybody was really excited about him on commentary. And now that the novelty is worn off and we're realizing like he's tired, it's like,
He was fine for an hour in a takeover in NXT.
yeah.
It's too much on the man. He is on both shows.
And there's no reason for it. Like, why?
He talks and he don't commentate the matches a lot of time. He be arguing with the other announcers. And that's the
And he
same shit JBL used to do. And like nobody care. Shut the fuck up and talk about, you know what I'm saying?
and that's the thing. That's what annoys me about it too, because it's like he goes well beyond a bicker to like a full on needling someone and needling an issue to the point that it's like, oh my god, like I shouldn't have to stop paying attention to the match to focus on what you are talking about.
Yeah, you be like,
Especially when
what the fuck is he talking about now? Damn.
yeah, it's like tired. I'm not here for it. But yeah, I mean, Elimination Chamber is trash. Only care about two matches, and I'm just ready for the next step.
Patiently waiting. I said, Fastlane, all of them should have like a theme, and this year should be Highway to the Danger Zone. Just get all cheesy with it, and get the I forget who sang that song. Kenny Loggins. Pay him a little knot, like you did for Great Balls of Fire.
Woo! Great ball. Is that when is that pay per view? That's probably coming after WrestleMania. But
No, they canceled that. They did it in 2017, but y'all don't like to try different things, so they said we going back to Battleground or some shit.
Battleground's much better. I can't do Great Balls of Fire. That's
That was the
trash.
best pay per view that year too.
Was it? I can't
It
remember.
was.
That name still was stupid.
It
And they
was
had
a.
the two balls of fire. It was too much.
That was the whole point.
It's so terrible.
Mm-mm.
That was one day the pay per view where Roman did the ambulance thing.
Yeah.
I literally can't remember that far back.
It was.
I'll take y'all word for it.
Man, that dude, man, Roman fucking snapped. He was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill your ass. Fuck it.
Oh, right.
I
Yes.
still like when he did Triple H at TLC better. That's my favorite one.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't remember because I wasn't watching. I think I had taken a break from wrestling at that point because I was just kind of not. I feel like whenever I get to the point that I'm like literally hate watching, I'm like I don't. I work too hard in my life to come to be this miserable for something I'm supposed to enjoy. So I'll
Yeah.
just stop watching for a little bit and jump in because Chris Jericho has said this and I heard it years ago and it's been true every single time. If he's like if you don't like something just take a few like take like you know take 3 months off and come back because the storylines will be different and I was like and I do that and it really truly works 3 to 6 months bro it's a whole different landscape by the time injuries life storylines everything happens by the time you're done it's a completely different show in 6 months or 3 months or whatever so I really 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 I employ that strategy a lot and it helps when I just get to the point that I'm so frustrated with the content, and that happens a lot of times.
I haven't been really frustrated since because the the thing I got frustrated the most about isn't happening anymore because Roman isn't there anymore.
Yeah,
Hmm.
It's
yeah,
sad, but in a certain way, I'm. It's bad to say, but I am relieved I don't have to endure WrestleMania where people hate him for no reason. Like that shit is it's not a good feeling.
yeah. And I'm happy that you know it's hard. I'm happy that with Roman gone, we're seeing that all the people that were supposedly held back because of him are still floundering because they just weren't good enough. But
I tweeted it yesterday. Roman was pushed because your fave couldn't hack it. At your mammy about it, and I mean that.
ask your mammy, ask
Don't
your
at
mammy.
me. At your mammy. It's not my fault.
Bruh, because they had enough time to someone could. The only person who's really truly stepped up in that time because she was already working through it and was already on fire was Becky Lynch.
And Charlotte too.
Honestly, and
Becky and
Charlotte too.
Charlotte
Yeah,
and
like
Sasha.
it's the
Like the
women.
women
And
are.
Becky said it best when she was like, "You were looking to John Cena when you were looking for a man to step up, and you weren't expecting the man to step up." And she's right, bruh. She's just right. It's been the women who's really been carrying the show in Roman's absence. It really hasn't been the men. The men haven't
and
they're
and
they're either trying to fake stiff be Roman or they're like just trying to like act like they're just trying to say the words. Like I'll never like for me like people like Drew McIntyre who just want to get up and talk about I'm the standard bearer. You're not. You have to show me that you're the standard bearer. I have to be like you know what I mean. Like when Charlotte says it, everybody low key applauds because she's not lying. When Drew said it, everybody was just kind of silent because we're like we're still trying to get to know you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I think people just feel like if you get up and say you're the standard bearer, everybody's just supposed to believe you. It doesn't happen like that.
oh, somebody just tweeted the writers of Empire have never planned or even discussed writing Jesse Smollett off of the show. I thought that was the stupid part. Like he did that because he was finna be wrote off the show. I was like, now come on, sis, come up with a better lie than that one.
Yeah.
That part didn't make sense to me. That's
Yep.
why I never retweet. I never retweeted that one. I don't think.
So
I was just
basically,
like,
it seems like somebody is either not taking Jesse's threats seriously and is coming up with bullshit saying he made it up and people actually believe in the shit.
they've been doing that since he came. TMZ, I'm telling you, TMZ was the one of the first major people to report it and change their story a couple of times, and then keep saying he changing his story. But officially, the police have Chicago police have not released anything saying that they said it was staged. They have not released anything saying he is
Yeah,
anything other than a victim.
yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
And they still trying. Lord, the world we live in. What a February. It's
Yeah, I know,
happening
right?
for the record books.
All
Sweet.
Yeah.
right. All right, y'all. Now I'm gonna have to call it quits because your girl has work in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
getting
work in
sleepy
the
low
morning
key.
too. But
I was
yeah,
on a long vacation. How dare you?
it's cool, girl. I'm trying to get mine in 2 weeks because I was at work today. Like if I talk to another stupid ass, I'm gonna snap. I'm trying to do my job, But I'm gonna snap. I promise. I'm just gonna.
Right now, work is fun because I'm doing my job in Dallas and also doing my job in New York. So it's like I'm already starting to like support people and help people in New York, and just like, and it's like half of the time I'm just kind of confused as to what's happening and who am I talking to. So like when I answer the phones, I'm like, New York. Wait, which line is this? Which office? Who are you? Where are you from? So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a little exhausting, but it's been fun.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this Valentine's Day. Happy Thursday, everybody. And I guess we'll see you next week. I guess if we watch Elimination,
Yeah.
it don't look good, though. See you guys later. Bye bye.
Deuces.